Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, mini-san. Welcome to another episode of Rine Stream. How is everyone today? Hiyo! Welcome to the stream again. Welcome. Today we are going to continue to play Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles again. I think today will be the last time I stream this game. Yeah, after I've completed the 4th survivor that I just unlocked it yesterday. Yeah. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for coming to the stream again. Thank you. Let me say hi to everyone in the chat. Hiyo. Hello Nori, hello Symphony, hello Laventa, hello Protox, hello Standily. Hello, Angry, the Angry Asian. Hello, Yuki. Welcome. Yeah, I hope everyone have rest well. Welcome. So yeah. Are you guys excited for the for more The Umbrella Chronicles? So if you have no idea, next week we are going to do Silent Hill Marathon. Finally, Silent Hill Marathon, which I'm going to play Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 next week. So yeah, wait for the schedule. I think I will rest one extra day than my regular resting time. I mean days. My regular resting day are like 3 days, right? So I think since we are going to do a long week streams, so I'm gonna just take one more day to get ready with things and some breaks. Yeah. I'm excited. I hope everyone is excited for the Silent Hill as well. Yeah. Surely you wouldn't hack this out and make it a 10-hour stream for a single level. Is it going to be as hard as RE2 Remake? Is it going to be hard? I have no idea. Oh man. It seems like I'm not so sure if it's going to unlock more stuff actually. This game has a lot of secrets after I've been playing for almost 20 hours actually. Yeah. Almost 20 hours. This game actually has a lot of secrets. Secret levels, that's what I want to say. Resident Break 2. we gotta get into a new franchise now. Will this be a back-to-back Silent Hill gameplay marathon or a marathon at Silent Hill? You mean like bicycle marathon at Silent Hill? Like Lavenda said, it won't be silent. If I'm around, it won't be a silent hill, it will be a noisy hill. All the monsters will get scared away by me, by my noises. Yeah, as I actually speak pretty loud in IRL when I want people to pay attention to me. Especially I'm doing stream. Yes, especially I'm doing stream, I will get super duper loud and say things. As in running. You'll just hear me. Wow, you know what? If Silent Hill is real, then we can do an IRL stream. It'll be so fun. I'll just be those dumb IRL streamer, go to those haunted house or haunted place and like, yo chat, check it out. Look at this, a haunted hill. Oh my god, I can't see things within 5 miles away. What's gonna happen? Let's go catch some monster, Chad. Yeah, that's going to be me. And then I'll just point my phone right in front of the monsters first side, and then just ask them dumb stupid questions like, hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Why are you a monster? Can I know why? Get used to the fork. It's everywhere. Oh man. Yeah, I know. It's been tough in US. It's been tough. Ayo chaos. Ayo. Welcome. Asa hello happy. Yeah. Hiyo. Hope everyone is doing well. So yeah, I actually want to do a little thing before getting to the game part. I haven't been doing this for maybe like a while. Yeah, I'm not so sure if you guys know about this. Scrando 2. I did it like one time actually. I did like a one time on stream before. And I think I kind of want to do it again. Yeah, I think I want to do it again. I don't know why lately has a lot of streamers doing this. It is pretty fun. So yeah, if you have no idea about what is Scrando, it will be like a daily mini game that this is a website actually. Yeah, it's a website that will put food. I would say it's just like a daily mini game food comparison. Yeah, it's like it will show two kinds of food side by side, and then you just guess which one is the most preferable amongst the other people, you know. It's like, what is the most popular one? That's it. Yeah. And you just guess which one is the most popular one. Yeah, it's a food thing. So yeah, I actually kind of like playing this one. They also have like the others one, like guess the game title, guess some anime, guess some movie titles. I might play their movie titles maybe, or I'll try to play the game titles. I don't really play a lot of games, but they usually have a lot of games that very obscure that I have never even heard of. But yeah, let's just play them another day. Today we just play a little bit of this one, Scrando 2. Yeah. That's a good idea for a Rine animation, asking monsters some questions. The kind of video a horror movie MC finds later. Yeah. There's a found footage. Someone will find my stream. Yeah. I believe that chat will also save me. Will try to save me, maybe. Don't really play a lot of games. Famous gamer. For real, I don't really play a lot of games. Like, I don't know about a lot of games title. I mean, I've only started playing game when I start streaming, and it's only like what, a few years? Not even 10 years. I don't even play that many games before streaming. I think I only had played one or two. Yeah, if I want to say, because they're actually the two games that I completed, which is Final Fantasy VII and Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, only two games that I completed before streaming. I started a lot of games, but I never complete them. I'm that kind of streamer. I'm that kind of gamer. I don't finish game. I just like the fresh feelings of starting a new game, and then after a while, I got bored and I abandoned the game. I'm like that. I was like that. And I think I'm still kind of like that. I get bored of something very fast. Very, very fast. Yeah. If it's not something that can make me addicted to it, then I think it's just not my type of game. That's it. But yeah. You think you know a lot about video games until you play one of those guess the game games. Yeah, it is like that. I saw the streamer play that, guess the game. Guess the games. And there are a lot of games that I've never heard of. That's crazy. I was like, damn, that many games, huh? I only know about Resident Evil. Only Resident Evil. I don't know about any other games. What is that? I don't know. I've never heard of it. Gamble games. Gacha game. Oh, even with gacha game, only one gacha game that I'm addicted to. I try a lot of gacha game. I tried them. I just couldn't get into them. I think they are kind of boring. Umamusume is literally the only gacha game that I had addicted to, and now I'm just like put it there. Yeah, just put it there. I was very addicted to it. It's just so fun to play. I would like to go back to play more too. It seems like they have a new was this new scenario, or it's just an update to the previous scenario, I think. Hiya Seiji, welcome. Which is like, if you have no idea about the scenario I'm talking about, which is something like you train your horse girl in 3 years in the game, not actual 3 years. In the game, 3 years to help them achieve their goal to be the best runner on the field. So yeah, so that's mainly the Umamusume gameplay. You train them to be the best horse racing in the field. That's it. Yeah, but so yeah, it seems like there's some updates on the new scenario, and for JP side, the global side just released last year. Actually, yeah, it was very popular. That's why it was very popular. And on JP side, it's already been for about 5 years this year for them, and on the global side has only been 1 year. So yeah, not many things going on compared to the JP side. Hello Woody, welcome. Yeah, it's been fun. But yeah, I think it's healthy for me to not get too addicted to some games. Only gacha game I used to be addicted to was Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Wait, I didn't even know that Counter-Strike had a gacha game. But wait a second, Counter-Strike does have gacha game. I mean, look at those people spending money on the cases where they want to get the knife skin. It's still crazy for me to learn that one knife skin can cost $1 million. It's just a goddamn skin in the game. What? It's just a goddamn skin in the game. It's not even physical. Costs $1 million? More than $1 million? That's crazy. I like the first 2 seasons of the Umamusume and the music, but I just couldn't get into any more of it since there's so freaking much. Oh yeah, there are a lot. But I do recommend to watch Cinderella Grey. Oh my god, so good. The first few Umamusume anime, they call it Pretty Derby. The animation is not that good, I'll be honest, but the stories are very good. And then after they are done with Pretty Derby, and they start, I think they started a movie. Yeah, they did a movie. They made a movie, and then Cinderella Grey. Oh my god, Cinderella Grey is like different feelings. In Pretty Derby, they're still idle. Yeah, they are chasing the dream. They're still racing, but the idle part is still quite heavy in Pretty Derby. But for Cinderella Grey, it turned into a sport anime. It was so good, so intense. It is like not just it's not something that you don't see them as like as like idol anymore. They're just athletes. They even talks about how they run, their running style, so detailed compared to Pretty Derby. So yeah, Cinderella great, so good, watch it. And then there are some movies they released. I think it was the beginning of the new era. That one was so good as well. That one was so good. But most of the new anime they release now are more about sports anime. They are going towards that direction. So the stories is like so good. It makes you feel so much as an athlete. How much they train, how much they push their limits to get the first place. That feeling is so good. They portray it so well. I love it so much. I can't wait for them to make more. Actually, I want them to make more. And also the animations are god tier. It's like you're watching something new. The animation style is not just like I can just sum it up with smooth or anything. How they convey the running feelings and how they describe the characters' emotions with the scenes is so good. Yeah, it's not just only the animations is good or smooth. The colors, the scene, the angles, the proportions in the movies, how they portray it are so good. Yeah, you can literally just feel it. You can feel them. Love it. Yeah, I recommend to watch them. I still have skins that for that game, sold them for around 1,300. Then 10 years later, those skins were worth over 20k. What the heck? I still cannot believe that people would spend such amount of money on a digital skin. Nani? I cannot. What's going on? What's going on with human mind over here? I need to understand. What's going through their mind when they are spending $1,000 or more than $10,000 on a digital skin? What's in their mind? They bought it for investment. That's the thing. What's the value? What is the value here? Why are you investing a in-game skin? I don't get it. What's the value here? Oh my god. It's like buying the turnip on Animal Crossing. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. I literally saw someone go crazy on buying all the turnips and then haul them in the house and like in the storage box, and then they resell them to the seller with a higher price. I was like, what the heck? What is this game? What is this game even about? I'm not playing this correctly, I think. I thought it's supposed to be like a chill, fun, building your own island kind of game, and then these people are playing like they are trading. so crazy. What is this? It generally used to be a really good investment, better ROI rates than many stocks and funds. Oh my god. Do they still do it right now? No, Nicholas, welcome. Also, hello, Obroy, if I haven't say hi to you. Nowadays, not so much because Valve is doing a lot of stupid stuff. I see. Return of investment. Either return I see. I don't think it's gonna see quite the same to Pokemon card because those are physical things. Paying so much for digital goods, I can't wrap my mind around. That's the thing. It's a digital thing. It's not physical. The perfect disguise to get kids into stock market and risk. I think it's the best way to train them to start in investing, I guess. Yeah. Well, I don't really know a lot about investment. I just know a little bit. All I know is just go invest your money in S&P 500. That's it. That's it. And I don't want to think about it too much or touch the money at all. Yeah. Just Just to let you guys know, go invest. Put your money in there. It's good for you. It has been I just want to talk a little bit. It has been going up a lot. It's quite crazy. Yeah, it has been going up a lot. I'm happy about it. I've been putting a lot of money in there. So I'm like, haha, I'm happy. 10 years or 20 years later, I'll have enough money. I'll have enough money for retirement, maybe. Invest Sony? Are you sure? Considering I would have made so much more by just holding on to my stuff for a while longer, I definitely regret coming to my senses and selling it all. Sometimes I do think just core stuff. I know that hoarding is one of the strategy, but sometimes you just don't know what's gonna happen in the future, right? Like, how long can you keep it? Hey, how long can you keep it? That's always not a right moment to sell the stuff you have right now, because, like, let's say right now you sell it 1,300. You think that, oh, that's a pretty great deal for a digital skin, and then few years later, 20k. You're like, god damn it, I should have kept it, right? But a lot of time, you never know what's gonna happen in the future. So instead of thinking about, just like thinking about it, just let it go. I'll be honest, just let it go. Yeah. Ever since that Sony announcement, I invested into a bunch of blank Blu-rays and a CD burner because Steam and GOG let you create offline installers for your games. Ooh, I didn't know you can do that. That's kind of cool. Wait a second. Then I'm gonna... Wait a second. I'm gonna do the same too. I'm gonna do the same. Just burned all of my digital game into Blu-rays. That's kind of good. My point is, at the end of the day, values are assigned by us. We decide what is worth more or less ultimately. Yeah, that's true. I don't think you would know when is the best time to sell. That's what I can say. Yeah. You never know. Like now, you thought you saw 20k. Oh, that's the best time to sell. But maybe later, few years later, it goes up to 40k. They doubled, and you're like, God damn it! I should have kept it. Or they dropped. You'll be like, God damn it! I should have sold it. Right? Yeah. That's the thing. You never know what's gonna happen, so just, just don't think about it. At least you get some money, right? Just be happy with the amount of money you get from it, even though it's not as many as you saw that you can sell. So yeah. Yeah, it could lost the value as well. That's the thing. That's why I just don't think too much about it. Yeah. That's already happened pretty much. They introduced nitrate ups and stuff this year, and since the economy has been constantly falling, even big traders don't have faith anymore, and everyone pays for 1 year game rentals nowadays. Crazy. But if I sold between 2024 2025 instead of like 2013, I would make so much that would need to get text on it. Oh, the text. Scary part. The scariest part. If you know, it's called insider trading and you can be arrested. What does that mean? Insider trading? All of a sudden we are talking about stocks. I was about to play a food comparison game. I was about to do that.
I am so noble effervent, person with crown
noble
emoji.
favor. Hey, yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for continuing the noble favorite memberships. Welcome, welcome. Oh, and I think I should talk a little bit about the membership price. Actually, YouTube has been pushing the creator, which is me, to change the price, which is a little bit higher. Only for the new subscribers. I mean, members. Okay, only for the new members that going to join. Okay, so the existing members don't have to pay the new price. I only increase the membership price a little bit higher, just a little bit higher, because YouTube cannot stop pushing me to raise my price. It won't stop pushing me. It's like, raise it right now. I was like, okay. Yeah, so I actually raised it just a little bit. Yeah, because I don't really do a lot of stuff for members, so I also feel odd to raise the price. So I only raise a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit for the new members. Okay, just the new members. The existing members will be still paying the old price. Yeah. And now it must be nice. Yeah. A White House teleprompter actually won lots on betting on Trump's speeches. Since he fed the speech into the machine, he knew how it would go. He didn't make enough to not get fired. Oh no, that's so sad. Hello, Master, welcome. If purchasing a game is not the only, then don't complain when a lot of ha 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 and a bottle of rum breaks into your game. No. Insider trading is when you get a tip from someone inside the company. You the company stock price will go up or down, and you dump or withdraw all your money in. I see. Insider trading. So it's like you got a tips from people, from someone inside company. Okay. Oh, they will get you arrested. It's illegal. I see. Today I learned. Yay! Gabriel, it's been a while. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the jewels. Thank you so much. Hi, Yoram. Welcome. Yum, 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 yum. Interesting, even faster than right. Also, I saw someone says the ambassador cards my name. My name in ambassador cards is still wrong because the T is at the bottom. I can't do anything about it. I know someone helped me edited the T back to the same line with the other letters. Maybe I should use that one instead of the official card. It actually looks so ugly. I cannot. Yo, this might happen, so it will easy to buy the stock chip now and resell it for more. I don't think you could pick or choose who gets charged what. Yeah, you cannot pick. Yeah. YouTube specifically told the creator that only the new one will get the new price, the old one will get the old price, unless I create more tiers. I only have one tier for the membership. I did think of adding more. I feel like if I wanna add a tier 2 membership, I should provide more stuff, but I don't think I have time to do more. So I have been thinking about if anyone in the chat likes to play or play a lot of Minecraft, maybe I can rent a server. So whoever have subscribed, I keep saying subscribe. I should say subscribe. It's so weird. It's so different compared to Twitch and YouTube. So yeah, so whoever subscribe to the subscription or the membership, tier 2, tier 2, you can get to use the Minecraft server. Yeah. But I don't think a lot of you guys play Minecraft. That's the thing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to make a tier 2 for that. Hiya Philan! Welcome. Yeah, so yeah, it's only tier 1 now. Minecraft server. Yeah, we had a Minecraft server before, but it was from one of the chatters. He sacrificed his own PC for us to allow us to use it for free. He literally create a server in his own PC and have it on for 24/7 to let us use it. But unfortunately, his PC died. I hope that it's not because of that. So yeah, we don't have the server anymore. I actually had a lot of plan to build stuff in the Minecraft server, but unfortunately, we don't have that anymore. So, well, yeah, we don't have anything anymore. So if I lose my sub, would I have to pay a higher price to resub in the future? That I don't know actually. I'm not so sure. I will have to check it again. They only said only for the new subscribers have to pay the new price. I don't know about the returning subscribers. I don't know about that. Since I didn't get a receipt for my membership, I don't even know how much I'm paying now, but assume the revenue from the higher costs mostly go to you, not Google. People says that Google pays their creators 70% and they get 30%. That's what people said. But they don't actually have like a very, very specific divide. I don't know. Yeah, that's what people always said. They pay 70%. I guess fair. Go to your house and eat food. Wow, that tier 3 will be very expensive. If you want to steal my food, damn, this is gonna be very expensive one. No way, I'm not going to allow people to come to my house to steal my food. God damn it, not my food. Hi yo, Warriors. Also, hello. Godzilla and Goku are officially ambassador of Japan. Wait, I thought Godzilla has been the ambassador of Japan already. I thought you would have to allow us to do it anyway. It's like, steal it. No, no, not my food. Your instant noodle? What do you mean? My instant noodles are my baby, okay? I love instant noodles so much. I cannot live without them. The other day, I literally just Googled if I can eat instant noodle in daily basis. And then the AI said, no! No, are you trying to kill yourself? No! God damn it, I wish I could eat them every single day. I've only been eating them once a week. So I think it's still okay. Oh man. I'm glad you actually spoke the truth for once. Yeah, I'm at that point that I want all of my meals are just instant noodle. They taste so good. I cannot. I take a potato and eat it. My potato? No. Not my potato. I think you can. I'm poor as heck, so that's all I've been eating halfway throughout the month. No! That's too much sodium. That's what the AI said, because they usually super salty, and it's just it will be exceed the how do you call it? The regular intake for a normal human being. So yeah, don't do that. It's the sodium. The sodium is too much. I was a bit shocked when I discovered that based on the nutritional content, bulldog shouldn't be ate more than once a month. Once a month? Really? Is that unhealthy? Well, luckily, I've only eaten it once a year. Not. Maybe even once in 2 years. That thing is too spicy that I cannot eat it constantly. I cannot. Oh, potato chips. Yummy, yummy. What's the flavor? Just a regular one. When has daily intake limit ever stopped anyone from eating anything? I mean, we only live once. What's stopping you from doing what you want to do, right? You're not harming anyone. You're just harming yourself. This is not that bad, right? Hello, Damien. How you doing? Welcome. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Really bad stomach pain later. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I definitely cannot eat bulldog anymore because every time I ate a bulldog, my stomach hurts so much that I think I'm gonna die. I don't think my stomach can handle spicy food as before anymore. You ate a bulldog. Bulldog. Spicy noodle. Yeah, it's just too spicy. My stomach cannot take spicy food anymore. So that's why I wouldn't pick spicy food challenge in like any go anymore. I won't do that anymore. I did that 2 times on stream, and those 2 times was such a torture to my stomach. Like, I mean, eating them is a torture, but the stomach ache was like double damage to it. It was painful. It was pain. Cynthia, hiya. I used to eat a midnight snack, but I can't do it anymore. 9 p.m. is my cutoff for fruit now. Yeah, it's actually good. It's actually good. Man, I still eat food in the late night, and the next day, and then next day I have a big tummy. And the next day I just have a big tummy, and I was like, God damn, I'm fat. I'm so fat. How much of a donut to get you to eat very spicy food? It gotta be enough to cover for the hospital bill. So it's going to be, and then my emotional damage as well. Not only the hospital medical fee. Also my emotional damage. gotta compensate that too. So yeah, roughly a 100k or something dollars. I mean, $100k dollars. I can only do the pet. Oh, the pink one. The pink one. I think I had it once only with my friend. It was. I don't think I was streaming that during that time. It was also quite spicy, but lucky that I was sharing it with my friend, so it's also kind of okay. Can handle it. We literally just divide the spicy pack in two. Yeah, and then it has a little cheese taste too, if I remember correctly. Really hungry. But I would do it myself if the amount is high enough, I suppose. Getting us to pay the damages? Yeah, of course. My emotional damage. My body? When my body is aching, when it's in pain, it scares me, okay? It gives me panic attack. That I think that I'm gonna die. And I have to go to the hospital. That scares me even more. So yeah, you gotta compensate that too. Only? It's not enough. Gotta ask for more. I would eat a dusk night salad for 1 minute. No. That's a no. No. I would never do that. Objection? You say you hate going to the hospital? Well, if someone is paying for the medical fee, I'm good with it. Yeah, if someone is paying, I'm good. I'm good. The reason why I don't like to go to the hospital is because they are expensive. And I couldn't use my insurance to claim. So yeah. Hi Akito! Hello. How you doing? I goes to the hospital to steal food, not even a patient. Is hospital food that good? I've never actually stayed in a hospital at all in my life, excluding when I'm being born in the hospital. I've never stayed in there. So I don't know what's the quality of the hospital food. Just go to jail. But I cannot take. What if that day I want some sushi? What if I want some barbecue? I can't pick. No. Ayo. It's not bad, Albert. A little plain. Albert? Prince of Virginia is better than hospital food here. Wait, really? What do they serve? Decent food is better. I don't know if it's because I watch a lot of prison movies. They don't seem good. I don't know why they just give you an orange. What about apple? What if I want some grapes? What if I want a banana? Why orange? I hate eating orange. God damn it. I hate to peel the skin. I hate it, and it makes my hand dirty. But if you eat an apple, you can just eat it from the like with the skin. Doesn't matter. But orange, you have to peel the skin, and then when you squeeze it, the juice came out. It's like, yeah! I hate it. Always need to wash my hand every time I eat an orange. I hate it so much. Oh, prepare their own meals in Norway. Oh, that's great. That's actually kind of nice. They have kitchen access. I think some prison also it's also like that. But they don't really allow most of the prisoners to cook the food, right? What if they put some stuff there's not supposed to be in there because they hate that guy that is just sleeping next to them, always snoring every night, and they couldn't sleep. And today is them finally. It's their chance to kill that guy that's sleeping next to his cell every night, making loud noises. Finally, they can end their life. I think the one time I had some hospital food, it tasted like McDonald's pancakes, and they charged like $100 or something. What? That's so sad. That's so sad. They get to go shopping for their own groceries too with the daily Monday. Wait, what? That sounds so nice. Let's commit crime in Norway, guys. Hi, Ultimate welcome. I don't have to earn my grocery money, and I also can buy groceries myself, and then I can cook whatever I want. That's great. That's great. I like that lifestyle. I think they charged me for the room instead of the food, to be honest. I thought it's all combined together. Do they charge it separately? It's gonna cry Norway. The best thing is to proven to work. They have super low rate of offending, committing crimes after getting outraged. Oh, somehow treating prisoners like humans makes them more likely to behave as humans when they get out into the world again. Actually, a lot of prisoners, they kind of have no choice but have to commit crime because the world is just very cruel to them. Like people who rob banks or steal stuff, steal money from people. It might just be because they don't have enough money from work, enough income from work, and or they couldn't find a job or something. Sometimes it's really just like that. I think even for like murderer, sometimes maybe it's an accident. I cannot speak for that, but still, I would forgive. I would try to forgive them if they change, right? If they just wanna live a peaceful life and change, then it's actually okay. Yeah. Hi, Taylor, welcome. Yeah, it do be like that. It do be like that. Hiya, welcome. Just remember the bill was like 3K when it was all done, and all they did was give me ibuprofen back then. I never went back to the ER after that. Oh man. Only better at hiding when they do wrong. Yeah, welcome. Hello everyone. Welcome in. Welcome join the stream. If you're new here, thank you so much for the following as well. Yeah, that's why I don't like to go to hospital. It's just too expensive. We also have some prison islands. They're practically summer camp, some kind of reward for good behavior. Aww, that's so nice. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah. Who doesn't want to be treated like a human or treat nicely? If you have a comfortable life, you eventually just become a kind person too. Yeah, it's actually just that simple. Everyone just want to be loved and being treated fairly, right? Fairly, and treated kindly. No thanks. What does that even mean? What should you like a wild animal throw into the jungle, let you survive alone? Only give you a knife. Go survive. Hunt your own food. Fight the wild animal. Fight the carnivores in the jungle alone. No one will help you, no matter how loud you scream. Yeah, if that's what you want. You want to live in crisis all the time. Okay. Let me play a little bit of Scrando too. I said I want to play it like 50 minutes ago, and then we just start talking about something else. That's crazy. Okay, just a little bit. It's daily. Yum yum yum. Let me see the. Oh, it's not good. Okay. Damn. Why does it look like this? It's so ugly. Yeah, it looks so ugly. A second. Reset? Okay. Reset. And then... Oh. Not really. I guess I'll do it like this. Yeah. I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, which one, Chad? Which one do you want to pick? So we have the left side is from Chicago, USA. Cuban sandwich, $13. Oh my god. And then Seattle Mariner, loaded crab fries, $24.99. Oh my god. So freaking expensive. Let me put it up there a little bit. Oh, but this looks so good. The crab, I know why it's expensive, because it's crab. Oh, but it looks so good. I haven't had crab for so long. Cuban sandwich looks nice. I've never had Cubans. I don't know what is that. I don't know what's there. Stadium food? Yeah, I think they usually show stadium food for USA. Not only USA, other countries too. I've never had a stadium food before, and I don't think I've been to like a baseball game or football game or soccer game. I've never been to it. Oh, this looks so good. I like fries. I also like sandwich. I'm gonna pick them depending on the price, because this is too expensive. I wouldn't order this. I wouldn't. Even if I haven't eaten crab for so long. I'm gonna pick this one. Thanks for voting. What does that mean? Is it 50-50? Is it 50-50? Is that why? It didn't show me the percentage of who picked the most? Or was that an exercise? Oh, I think that was an exercise. Okay. That was an exercise. Okay. So yeah, now is the real deal. Derby County, England. Yorkshire pudding rab. Am I butchering this? Filled with sausages and stuffing and a pot of gravy. It's kind of nice. And then, wait, is this the same? Is it the same thing? What is? Wait, they are the same thing. Sausages wrapped in a giant Yorkshire pudding. It's just a different sauce, right? No, one has sausages, the left one doesn't have sausages. It's a pudding wrapped. Wait a second, I want sausage. I want meat. This one doesn't have sausage. I want this. Okay. What? What do you mean? I thought people like meat? What's wrong with that? I just want more meat. I just want more meat. What's wrong with that? Also, what the heck is it? What the heck is this? What is this? Why? Why did you put the curry puff? We call this curry puff in Southeast Asia. I don't know what do you guys call it. What is this? Okay, let me read it. Bombay sandwich. Chicken kadai pie. So this is pie. The bottom is... This thing is the pie. And a vegetable samosa in a bun. Oh, this is samosa. Okay. I know now. Okay, it's the same thing. Balti pie, meat samosa on a bab with chili and mint yogurt. Mint yogurt? I've never had mint yogurt. Has anyone had mint yogurt in Chad? Mint yogurt? Cursed foods? I don't... It's weird. Why do they eat... Why do they eat them like a burger? What's wrong with just eat them individually? What's wrong with that? What kind of cursed food is this? I really don't know how to pick them. I don't even want to pick them. I don't even care about the yogurt or anything. They look the same. Just anything. Just anything. Just whatever. I don't. Why does that sausage look like it has hairs? Ew! What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that sausage? Is that Harry, Ringo, and O? Where's the sauce? Where is... Okay, the sauce are here. Brat Worst? What is it? What kind of thing is this? And it's also more expensive? Nah. 9% only, of course. That looks so ugly. What is that? More old sausages! Why? Why? Do they not use oil to cook these sausages? Why do they look so old? What's going on? Dehydrated sausages. Actually, soggy sausage. What the heck? The left one, Maya's supposed to be alive? It's still alive? Still moving. Oh my god. No. What? What does it even mean by wild sausages? What does that mean? Is it still alive? Would it still move? What does that even mean? Yeah, I'll pick this up. Wait, what? No way. Ugh! No freaking way. USA? People from the US? What happened? What happened to you? What is going on? I thought this is supposed to be something normal. Okay, the Mark Like Shake Special. Philly cheesesteak, milkshake, vanilla ice cream, vanilla syrup, mini cheesesteak, sandwich, no price data. Oh my god, they just dump the sandwich into the milkshake. What is this? What is this? Okay, vanilla ice cream, vanilla syrup, pimento cheese or pimento cheese, I think. Potato chips in the milkshake. No, not this one. I cannot. What is going on? I was gonna say that I cannot with the potato chips in the milkshake. High in a row. No way that people actually eat like this in the stadium, right? Why are they doing this to themselves? What happened? How much money they bet in this game that they lose their mind to eat such food? What's wrong with them? I think they genuinely just lose their mind. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll pick the cheapest one. Oh, okay, whatever. Whatever. Get it away from me! Get it away from me! I'm gonna have nightmare tonight. Oh my god. What is this? Just a water? Cart on water? Lighter on the planet. What does that even mean? Still spring water? A bottle of water without cap! Thanks! Thank you for letting me know. That's a very important information over there. Pure spring? Water in a box. Better water, better world. It's just water! Why do they describe it like a holy water that will save your life? Or what? Prevent you from what, aging or something? What is this? Whatever. Just the cheapest one. These are too expensive for water anyway. Oh man. They still need a line side within the thin layer of plastic or the cardboard will get soaked. Ah, I see. So it's not fully cardboard balls. Yeah, that's true. Yes, that's true. It would dissolve. Whatever, just give me the cheapest water. These are too expensive. Chips, cheese, and gravy. Gravy and cheesy chips. It just reverse it. At first, I thought these are spaghetti. No way. that they broke the spaghettis into tiny pieces like this and cooked them, right? I was thinking about that. So it turns out it's just cheese. So I think it's fine, right? I think it. I think an Italian would go crazy if they saw this and this is actually spaghetti. I think they would go crazy. It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. It's just too much gravy. I kind of prefer this one. I think this is too much gravy for me. Actually, this is also too much gravy. It's just this this one. The potato looks too soggy, way too soggy. That I don't think the texture is good. The potato texture, I mean, the potato texture is good anymore. I still like to have a little bit crunchy, outside. I'm okay with the inner soft, but I think this one is already drenched for like God knows how many hours, and soaked. I think this one has soaked for God knows how many hours, and it's already super soggy. So I picked this one. Okay, fine, whatever. I have the bad taste. I guess. A homemade scone. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Homemade banana and chocolate cake. Ooh, finally some nice food. Finally some food that is for human being. What the? Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm done. I'm done with this game. I'm done. I'm done. Let's play the actual game, okay, chat? Let's play the actual game. Look, whatever. I don't care about other people's opinion. My opinion is the most important one, okay? You're right. No. You're wrong. I'm right. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. What? You don't like a grasshopper? No! I don't know. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see any grasshopper at all. I don't know. I didn't see anything. I've just seen a bunch of like cursed food where they dumped a sandwich or a burger into a milkshake, or they put the pie inside a bun for some reason. Hi, Agnes. Welcome. Hey yo. Okay, let me turn up the game. Let me know if the audio is good. This is the real game, okay? That was not a game. That was curved. Game now? Okay. Apa nih? Oh, this vgen. Apa nih? Oh, still louder than me? No. Is it still louder than me? I might be screaming alone. That was a full course meal finished with dessert at the end. Good now? Okay. Hi, Starpunk! Welcome. Now I can... Bro, that... For real? That grasshoppers... It's a true horror. It's a jump scare. Scarier than any horror game. Okay, everything's good now, right? Okay. So yeah, we are going to play the Forced Survivor. Let's go. Is it going to be hard? Let's see. Okay, what gun? 500. Okay, yes, let's do that. I would like that. English stadium cockroaches versus Argentine stadium cockroaches next time you play that. No! Why would they sell that? In a stadium? Who is selling that? September 30, 1998. Which level of this game? Is it hard?
Alpha team here. Respond.
I'm just playing normal.
This is Nighthawk.
I have secured G. I'm all that is left of Alpha team. I'm en route to the rendezvous point.
Once again, only you survived, Mr. Death.
It's a guy.
Roger that. Don't be late.
Okay, now I have to survive. Yeah, force survivor again. Ah! Oh, it's a Matilda. Okay. What is that?
What happened to Barkin?
He was injured in a firefight. He injected himself with the G virus and came back to life.
I see. That's unfortunate. How are the other G samples?
The containers were damaged, and the virus has likely contaminated the area.
Oh, why is he
We'll
so
have to
quiet?
contain it.
Understood. I'll put in the request. What the hell are those things?
Crosstalk.
Heck
Connection
yeah.
will take that.
It has been days now since the last contact with Raccoon City.
Oh no. You guys are a little too close. I don't like it. Okay.
Freeze! Don't come any closer!
Ooh.
Can anybody hear me?
Oh my god, so many dogs. Holy.
You're listening to 777 RC Radio, the Lucky Station. And this is our last broadcast.
It's kind of intense. Hi! Yeah! The nut. No, neck cracking, not the nut cracking.
The municipal government is paralyzed, leaving the city's poor citizens helpless.
Owie! Okay, I should use this.
Have faith.
I like that they.
Help is on the way.
I like that he did the finger thing in the RE4 remake when if you play the mercenaries and crack your nag. I like it. I will survive
The
this.
station's surrounded.
So many radio. Can't really hear what they are talking about. I'm too focused on the zombies.
There's just so many. Can't save them all. What's going on with this town? I'm in 5534 Ward Street. They're all over the place.
Ooh, I like the music. Yay, that's checkpoint! Go. You find Leon's stash of guns and herbs.
Raccoon City is finished.
What is this? What the heck? Someone is vibing. What is this?
Damn things just won't stay dead. Thus concludes the report on the current situation.
What the heck? People are running away and this guy is like vibing. Raccoon City, Raccoon City. The bongo joke.
When asked about the situation in Raccoon City, Umbrella had this to say.
Good, crazy guy. Why am I hearing all of this radio? I don't want to hear them. Oh my god. Yeah, I think he went crazy. Oh, alien reference. We're going to the rooftop. Whew. What the? Oh, the safe box is over there. The safe box is still there. Ah! Okay.
Alpha team. Goblin 6. Currently at point K12 in the sewers. Can't move.
Like I went back. Oh, where are they?
Requesting assistance. I repeat, requesting assistance. Don't leave me here. Ah!
This is war. Survival is your responsibility.
What the heck? Ah! Oh my god, 1 HP. Oh,
Mission accomplished.
Ah.
The survival rate was 4%, and valuable human resources were lost. But that is war. The mission objective takes priority over everything else. Holding to that principle is why I have never failed a mission. The death cannot die.
That's it? That's it? Secret Scenario is now available in 2-player mode, thank you. I wonder who's going to play with me now. Oh! Special stage! There's more! There's more! Okay. Let's see, what do I want to upgrade? Man, I think you get to play, use the Magnum, I mean. I even upgraded them. But at the end of the day, the SMG is the best one. 6. Aren't the plants super resistant to everything except fire? Yeah, I thought so too when I was playing this. When I saw them, I was like, am I getting flamethrower? But it seems like no. They're actually very slow, so you can actually just spend your time and use pistol to damage them. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Let's read something. We have a lot of readings. I need to go through a lot of them. Go through them. then when it's over, you got Dark Side Chronicles. This is not going to end. There's always secret scenario coming out. There's so many things in this game. Okay, let's read something. Yeah, a lot of readings. Nemesis T type. A sewer note. This POW is a result of combining a Nemesis parasite with a host tyrant body. The introduced Nemesis parasite controls the host completely. Its improved intelligence gives it the capacity to follow orders as well as the ability to operate a variety of weaponry. A protective coat was wrapped around it to provide protection against bullets and explosions, as well as to act as a fail-safe should it go all out of control. Thanks to the parasite's secretion, the regenerative powers of the Nemesis T-type were incredible. Even if it were somehow stopped by an attack, it could mutate and evolve into a new form capable of withstanding further attacks. The new forms and their abilities are completely unpredictable. Wow, the one that we defeated in this game just fell down from the roof and died. Resident Evil 3 Digest 1. It was 1998, and signs of the coming fall were in the air of Raccoon City. Jill remained in the city to investigate Umbrella, but did not realize the situation had become so dire. Upon realizing the extent of the danger, she decided to escape. The virus had rapidly spread, and much of the town's population had already turned into zombies. Umbrella sent in the UPCS under the guise or G's? Guise of evacuating the survivors. Guys, okay. One of them was the mercenary, Carlos Oliveira. Like this guys. Okay. Thank you. Jill and Carlos began to work together to try and escape the hell on earth Raccoon City had become. A black-coated monster stood between them and their freedom. Nemesis, or the Pursuer, was intent on wiping out every last member of STARS. Nemesis has already made short work of Brad. We didn't even get to see Brad die. He died quite horribly, with a tentacle in his mouth. and continue to track Joe down to accomplish its mission objectives. Red! Barry Burton profile. A member of STARS, Alpha Team. He used to serve in the same military unit with Chris and employs his expert knowledge in firearms to adjust and supply the guns for the group. He is good-natured and compassionate, with a strong sense of duty. He deeply loves his wife, Kathy, and 2 daughters, Moira and Polly. Aww. After escaping from the mansion, he took his family to Canada and returned alone to Raccoon City to rescue his friends and former comrades from Star. Wait, he returned? So... Oh wait, last time we read a note says Barry is going to meet up with Jill and go to... Was it go to Europe to meet Chris? That was their plan before, right? Yeah. That was their plan before. This was in OG. But I remember you guys says he lied. Was it? Because of the one of the epilogue? The epilogue shows that he wasn't there. Special unique clips. Were they cops or soldiers? More like, yeah, special unique clips. RPD note. The Raccoon City Police Department, led by Chief Brian Irons. Brian is deeply connected with Umbrella, who had been working with him behind the scenes. RPD includes the special unit STARS and is outfitted with far more technology than appreciate for such a small city. Thanks to generous donation from Umbrella, the police station itself was also filled with expensive art pieces and resembled a museum more than a station. The brave officers of RPD did what they could for the citizens of Raccoon City in the face of the spreading T-virus, but with their chief gone, mad and giving them confusing orders, they could not pull it together and were eventually wiped out, despite having some of the nation's finest. It's really unfortunate. Appropriate. Yeah, Chris was Air Force pilot. Were they soldiers in the same unit and then became cops in the same district, I guess? Wait, who were you asking? Are you talking about the STARS member? Oh, I said appreciate! Sorry. Appropriate. Appreciate. Appropriate. I see. Sorry. Chief's diary. September 23rd. Did I read this? No, I don't think so. It's all over. Those in... Okay, someone taught me how to read this before. Imbeciles from Umbrella have finally done it. Despite all their promises, they have ruined my beautiful city. Imbecile. Thank you. They've ruined my beautiful city. Soon, the streets will be infested with zombies. I'm beginning to think that I may even be infected myself. If I am, I'll make sure I kill every last person in this town. I think I've read this in the game. Yeah. Idiot. Yeah, I think this one is from the game. From the actual OG game. Ayuruka! I hope we are doing well too. Chat, you are invisible. Imbeciles. September 24th. I was successful in spreading confusion among the police as planned. I've made sure that no one from the outside will come to help. The delays in police action. No one will have the chance to escape my city alive. I've seen through it personally that all escape routes from inside precinct have been cut off as well. There are several survivors still attempting to escape through the lower levels, but I'll make sure no one gets out. September 26th. I have had a change of plans about the remaining survivors inside the precinct. I've decided to hunt them down myself. I shot Ed in the back less than an hour ago. I watched him wither in pain upon the floor in the pool of his own blood. The expression on his face was positively exquisite. He died with his eyes wide open, staring up at me. It was beautiful. I wonder if the mayor's daughter is still alive? I let her escape so I could enjoy hunting her down later. I'm going to enjoy my new trophy, frozen forever in the pose I choose to do. Oh yeah, I've read this one. It's like crazy. Whose journal is this? Chief Brian Irons, the police chief of RPD. I suspect Irons is bad. Damn, he sounds bad. He sounds like a bad guy. Albert Wesker's profile. One of the men behind the biohazard outbreak, and always seen with his signature shades on. Wesker possesses knowledge about biological engineering and used to be an agent for Umbrella. He was planted in stars to spy on them, and was even made their commanding officer. Wesker took particular note of Chris and his combat provers while in charge of the team. He's already have his eye on Chris. He's like, I'm watching you, Chris Redfield. He has been watching him the entire time, even before the betrayal. That was so funny. He's cold-blooded and has no qualms. What does that mean? About betraying the people who placed their faith in him. He betrayed and killed Marcus, lured stars into the mansion and nearly wiped them out, and even pretended to be dead to join Umbrella's rival company. Oh man. Tony has a crush. I guess he just doesn't know that he's gay. Sometimes you don't know. You just had this feeling that you don't know how to describe. Two bros chilling in the stars, keep 10 feet apart because you're not gay. Quotes means hang out or each wait. Hang out. Okay. Kate Worms. If that's correct. Sounds odd. Is that correct? Quam. Oh, there is quam. Okay. any problem with it. Ah, I see. Thank you. Thank you. No issue with it. Okay. Thank you. He was secretly hoping that Chris was dead. In RE1, when Chris wasn't missing, and Jill tried to find him, he discouraged her from doing so too. Yeah, that's right. He really hopes he dies. Okay, Wesker was the one who sent Ada Wong to retrieve the G virus and was involved in the incidents at Rockport Island. Rockport Island mentioned! Go Veronica! He appears intent on gathering as much data as possible on viral weaponry. Since injecting himself with the virus during the event at the mansion, his power has grown far beyond that of a normal human being. I see. You had it right even before? Oh really? I have read that word before? I see. Qualm is one of those words you only get out of old people or use in business environment. For real, Resident Evil does use a lot of fancy words that you don't usually see. I just reading the notes and everything, I can learn a lot of things. Can't believe that I can learn English in my favorite game. Let's go. Letter from Sergey and Nikolai. Oh, to Nikolai. Oh my god. Nikolai mentioned too. Nikolai, I apologize for the delay in responding. Your offer definitely has the potential to turn quite a profit. However, the price I had to pay was high and had to be considered carefully. I have not changed my mind about relinquishing them. I understand that these 10 soldiers I fought alongside with are nothing more than a number. A price tag to Umbrella. I'm sure you are finding this all quite amusing. Silver Fox, but this is a sad day for me. I fear the day I would have to make this decision. After all, these men were all raised by me and are a part of me. I can't help but feel reservations about turning this feeling human beings into biological weapons and cursing them to an eternity of living death. What? You enjoy this? However, I've made my decision and will not waver. Progress is always built on sacrifice. Sacrifices must be made. If we are to truly restore our mother into the great mother? What does that mean? Into the great country she once was, I'm willing to endure. Any amount of suffering and a price in blood is still a small price to pay. Oh, that's how they call them? Mother Russia? Oh. If I have to cut down my very body, it is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I will. Well, and shed tears of blood and rent every last fresh of regret from my body if it means I can usher in a new age. My answer, comrade, is yes, Silver Fox. Your wish shall be granted, Sergey Vladimir. Wow, it's like baby crying. Oh, baby crying. Is chat wowing? Wow! Wowing. Wow, wow. Bye, my master. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye, 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 bye. Why was written 30 years ago? 26 years in the case of Survivor. Wow, I see. Wow. Probably a direct Japanese translation. It could be cool. Wesker's note on differing mutation. I have a theory on Sergei's unique course of evolution. It is very unique, very ugly too. And I always assumed that a variety of effects the virus brings about on its host were mere random mutation. Random mutation. I don't know. Was it not random? However, witnessing firsthand the effects on Sergei, combined with what I know of Marker's transformation points to a common thread between their outcomes. The host's mindset appears to influence the evolution of the virus. Wait, what? Mindset? Sergei mutated into a monster whose very body is a picture of suffering, as he was ripped apart from the inside by thorns. I can only imagine that his transformation represents the true mindset of the person he was inside. Does that mean that he was suffering from inside? So his transformation is like that? Ripped from the inside? Is he suffering? Inside? Well, I have no proof. My intrusion tells me that this must be the case. If the personality of the host can truly affect the course of the virus manifestation, where does that leave me? Where does that leave me? It's just a guy wearing sunglasses. I guess for him, he just never think of turning into a monster, but just power up. He didn't turn into any monster like thing. Because Wesker seems as perfect. Yeah, I guess so too. He just needs to be faster and stronger, that's it. He's kind of a narcissist. It's true. Our Sergei monster's node. Sergei transformed into this monster after injecting himself with the virus. The tentacles binding his arm fuse into one large tentacle. Okay. I think Sergei's monster forms looks like BDSM. Like both of his arms got, bind together, and then you have this giant ball thing that is in his mouth. That looks like this one toy that is from BDSM. If you guys know what I'm talking about. I think he's into that. The tentacles binding his arms fuse into one large tentacle. At the end of his bandage is a dangerous claw that can be used for movement or attacking. Wesker got more edgy. I still remember that freaking line in this game. I have reborn. I have reborn like a phoenix emerged from the flame. I'm so fucking crazy. Okay, so we have some secret scenario. Okay, let me go toilet for a bit. Take a little break, and I'll be right back. Rine back. Wee. Phoenix reborn from the flame when Elixir tried to burn him. He did right away. He was like, Chris, I'll let you handle her. What a best guy. Okay. Okay, what is the special stage over here? Ah, it's like mercenaries. Oh. Wait, they're quite fast. Wait, what? Why did it explode? What's going on? What is going on? They exploded! What's going on? Ah! Why is it so fast? What's going on? I never seen a zombie run that fast! What is this? Look at that, they just exploded! Oh! So fast! Oh! He ran away! Wait, there's a number at the bottom left. What does that mean? Oh! Oh, only one time. I see. Ah, those are waves. I see, I see. I'm so happy every time they added in the Chronicles game was taken as canon in the series. This is such a funny game. They walk so fast. The 10 waves? I've only survived 3. You can kind of see them walking around here. Huh? Huh? No one's coming in? Are they scared of me? They're scared of me. Can I change your weapon? I don't think so. No, I can't change your weapon. Hello, Yuki, welcome back. Welcome. Okay. They're kind of random too. Hey, they walk so fast! I mean, run. Ah, you cross so fast too! Got you. It sounds like Rebecca just now when she got hit. Oh my god, he ran so fast! Sneaky. Hey! Got you. Hey! What the heck? Giant butts! They do look excited. They are naked zombies too. Only 2? Bro. The first playthrough, they sent like more than 5 of them. On 3rd wave. Hey, Sneaky! Ah! I'm gonna catch those two. I like that they just explode. Oh! Oh! Oh, wait a second. I think the more I kill here, the less that they're gonna come. Wow! They're gonna come into this place. The less of them, I should say. The less of them, they're gonna come into this place. Yeah, there are a lot of them now. Yeah. I have to kill as much as possible when they are just here. Hey! You cannot do that! You cannot run back! You gotta commit! You gotta commit, Zafikun! Oh! Almost! I was so close to shoot them. Oh, okay, so 3? Yeah, 3. There you go. Ah! They're crawling! They're crawling now! They're crawling now! Oh my god, it's getting harder now. I couldn't get that one. There's 2 of them. Oh, 3. Okay. Okay. Got you. Ah, 4. Okay. Okay. Oh, they're so fast now. Okay. Ah! 2. Ah, 3. Oh, there's a lot of them now. I think there are 5 of them. There's too many of them. I guess you just get more mini games, maybe. Yeah, happy to be featured in an RE title. All their zombie friends were always bragging about it. Really, that's so cute. I wonder what they'll give you for this minigame. Maybe stars to upgrade weapons or another scenario. Might be another scenario. I think. Maybe just more mini games and you unlock more stuff. What time is it now? Wait, it's only 2 hours? I completed everything. Am I actually done with the main thing of this game? Let's see. Technically one out, that's good. Yeah, I've finished the Force Survivor, the main thing. Let me play this thing one more time. It's actually quite fun. They're actually quite fun. They run very funny. They run super funny. Naked zombie. Oh, I missed one. This one. Okay. The one shows hair keep in the remake version. Yeah, I did see some resemblance. Yeah. I also kind of like the radio. Oh, I missed that. I also like the radio. They're broadcasting how many people scream for help, and some guy on the radio station went crazy. I kinda like it. We get to see, not really see, we get to know how the citizen could go crazy. Like they're suffering. You get to see how they suffer. Hi Jose! Hello. How you doing? Hiya! Ah no! Almost missed this. Heyo, heyo. Yeah, it's actually a very fun game. I like this game. I like that. I like that you can play like arcade. Ah, I can never catch those. Ah. If only I have a Wii mode. That would be a true experience of this game. But I think Wii mode would be quite hard to aim or control. I think. Ah! Three. There's three of them now. Yeah, I think Wii mode might be hard to control. Especially the aim. I heard that it's a very janky. The aim wouldn't be so good. It's more about the aim. Ah! If resting my arm on the table already not helping with the aim. Ah, no. I don't think having my arm, like raising my arm all the time would help too. Smack my microphone? Yeah, I think so. I think for Wii is that kind of a game where you have to stand up to play. You just always have to stand up. Ah, that one! I also cannot catch it. I also cannot catch that guy. Maybe three? Is it three of them? Owie! The Wiimote is quite good, not only for this, for RE4 original. Wait, really? That would be fun. Okay. What am I supposed to do now? I'm actually finished the scenario now. What am I gonna do now? Nothing to do now. It's only 2 hours. Let's see. Jump into Darkside Chronicle next time. Yeah, next time I will play Darkside Chronicles. That will be the next Resident Evil. Yeah. But yeah, next week I will. Let me see. Yeah, next week I will be doing Silent Hill Marathon 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna play Silent Hill. Is it time to back to Scorando? Damn, we yap more than we play. We yap more than we play the game. Script record? Wait, I didn't get a chance to read that one. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I saw you posted that one. But I couldn't see it anymore. Where is it? You can't deal with how intense the music is. Oh yes, time to play Silent Hill now that you can go ambassador. I'll get the what's it called? Konami ambassador as well. If I love Silent Hill too. Yeah, I can't wait to play Silent Hill next week. Excited. Man, if only I know that I can just finish this game in another hour. I should have just played it yesterday, and then today we can do something else actually. This image? Oh, an image. Yeah, I'll read that one later. What is this? Oh wait! Is this about the... Is it actually about the crib cake that I made last year? Really? What do you think we can do? For a second. Let's come back here. I think we can just end the game. Now we can do something to hang out a little bit. I'm over here. Okay. Embrace the white screen. Okay. This is written by Lavender. He solved one of my... One second. Let me post the link in the chat. He solved one of my cryptic clip that I made years ago. A second. I think the video is a bit too loud. Sorry for the old video jump scare. Old model jump scare. Wait a second. Oh my god, I made that thing. How did you guys hear the sound? I made that thing? Wait, it was 3 years ago? Oh my god, really? Holy 2024! What the heck? That was 3 years ago? Oh my god. Okay then. So yeah, because of that shot, I've ended up making stories about that crib cake. I wouldn't even say a crib cake, a crib. Okay. What is this? Umbrella Corporation, Bioweapon Research Division, Internal Document, Confidential, File, FRDBOW, Crib 1. The specimen was originally prepared as a standard crib for routine consumption by Umbrella research personnel. During preparation, senior culinary operator Rine Weartis divided from the approved mixing protocol. The exact sequence of errors remains undermined. Witnesses consistently report the operator stating, "I can cook too!" Immediately prior to preparation, the completed specimen exhibited abnormal elasticity and highly porous internal structure. Compression produced complete structural recovery with no measurable deformation. The specimen resisted tearing, folding, and conventionally chewing stimulation. The specimen was transferred to cryogenic storage, pending disposal. Gotta freeze it. Following prolonged exposure to sub-zero temperatures, secondary transformation was observed. Surface hardness exceeded the limits of standard kitchen instrumentation. Multiple cutting implements failed to penetrate the exterior. One ceramic knife fractured on contact. A cast iron skillet sustained structural damage. Damn. Personnel are reminded that cast iron is not approved equipment for handling BOWs. It is the options of this researcher that chirogenic. Why did I keep saying genetic? Cryogenic storage did not preserve the specimen.
Yeah, boy.
That scared me. The cause remains unknown. Stabilizations of trapped gas cells, abnormal protein, crystallization, or an unidentified interactions between flour, eggs, and the T-virus are all considered possible. Emergent cognition cannot presently be excluded. Recommendation: reclassify subject from failed pancake to BOW. Prototype Crib 1. Codename the Faven Tyrant. The specimen had been transferred to Cold Storage Unit C until within a reinforced containment vessel. There's actually another one. Second. Containment status update. Date 2024. November 5th. Time 9:42 p.m. or a.m. Containment vessel compromised. Employee dining area. Sustained extensive structural damage. Crib 1 remains unaccounted for. Retrieval team has not reported in. Further updates pending. There's more. There's more. You read the answer. It's interesting. You literally created a lore for the crib that I made 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago. Incredible. I love it. Thank you for writing that. Thank you. It's a fun reading. The creep got a law thanks to Lavender. The creep that no one ever remembered suddenly got a law update. It's good. Thank you. Oh yeah, what are we gonna do? I'm very hungry actually. What do we do? Should we watch like a video or something? There are a lot of videos in the what to watch channel. Yeah, maybe we should watch one video. One or two. Yeah. Let's see. Have you ever cooked after that? I've cooked some instant noodle. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, let's do some reaction. Let me see. This is like how I cook sandwich. What do you mean? I use the stove. You don't need the stove to make sandwich. What are you talking about? Okay, let me see. Let me readjust the thing again. And I should watch some video. I did. I'll be right. Hey, wait a second. I think the screen looks good. She gave up the culinary arts soon after. Now she makes cup noodle. It's just bad. Okay, audio test.
And realist bars ever dropped by an honorary paleontologist is no matter how
Is it
bad
too
things get
loud?
on land, never
Is it okay? Is it too loud? Oh, there's a BGM.
get into the water. And what this essentially means
how
is
is
that
it-
no matter
is it
how
covering
horrifying the
my,
land animals are, those below the
Covering
surface
my
are
audio, my vocal.
almost always
I also need this. Let's put it in the middle. Maybe here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can be louder? Okay.
worse.
How about
And
now?
I'd say this holds up pretty well. I mean, there ain't no chance of winning against a tiger or a lion, but frankly, I'm still choosing
How about now? What is this? I don't know. Sounds good? Okay. Okay, let me do like a YouTube intro then. The deadliest sea animal from every single period. Oh, this is what we are watching. Okay. The deadliest sea animal from every single period. Okay. Get ready. YouTube intro. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Rine. Today we are going to watch the deadliest sea animal from every single period. Let's see what we are going to get today. Oh, wait a second. Is my face not looking at front? Am I looking at am I not looking at the front? Oh man. I think I wasn't looking at the front. Wait a second. Let me do it one more time. Am I looking at the front now? Okay. Okay, take two. Take two. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Rine. Today we are going to watch the deadliest sea animal from every single period. Let's see what kind of animals we are going to discover today. Okay. That was a pretty good one, right? That was a pretty good one. Okay. I'm ready. Absolute classic, 3 minutes of God. Wowee. Okay. Let's go.
One of the toughest and realest bars ever dropped by an honorary paleontologist is no matter how bad things get on land, never get into the water. And what this essentially means is that no matter how horrifying the land animals are, those below the surface are almost always worse. And I'd say this holds up pretty well.
That's actually very true. You never know what's under the water, and they are so deep down under the sea. Is there like more than 10K of meters under the sea? So I think we have only discovered like 20% of the sea animal throughout the years. So yeah, there's like more than 80% that we have never discovered. That's actually very scary to know too.
Well, I mean, there ain't no chance of winning against a tiger or a lion, but frankly, I'm still choosing them over a shark or crocodile any day of the week. And I am for 100% absolute certainty choosing to be dropped in a random place on land, if I had to, versus a random place in the water. No thanks.
I wouldn't want
And
that.
when you dial back the clock, this rule works just as well, if not better, as pretty much every time in Earth's history, no matter when, seems to have had marine animals that were miles worse than the terrestrial predators above. And just like on land, it wasn't only one or two predators lurking beneath the waves. It was a whole lot. And
Also, they are huge, like kraken or whales. Most of the biggest animals are all under the water. Scary. That tiger had airplane ears. It wasn't pleased. Subnautica taught me. Yeah, that's also the one thing that I'm afraid to play. Subnautica. It's just so scary. It's under the water. What was the term for people who is scared of the deep seas again? I kind of have that one. I'm scared of them. Thalassophobia. Yeah. Thalassophobia. If I pronounce it correctly. Yeah, I'm Thetas. Wait, I think it's Thalassophobia. Yeah, I have that too. I remember there was this one time I have sailed out the sea on a boat with my family. I just cannot look down into the water. It's just so scary. I'm also afraid of fish. I'm scared of fish, no matter the size. But I can eat them. I'm okay with eating them. But if they are still alive and they are swimming amongst like with me in the water, I cannot. I'm scared of them.
over time, they changed a whole lot too, which got me thinking. If one was sent back through every geological period since the Cambrian, as that's usually when we consider the first apex predators to have appeared, what exactly would be the worst thing you could swim into from each time? Now, naturally, the answers are all bad, but at first it might not have been as bad as you think, as during the Cambrian, which took place over 500 million
What if you eat them while they are swimming? yum 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 while I'm swimming like that. Yum 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 yum. It's just like, wow, wasn't that? Like when you eat those tiny shrimp, mouth open, and just scoop them into the mouth. Just like that. Also, there are actually a lot of, I think you can say, bacteria or viruses in the water that I don't think we have discovered yet. Yeah. Underwater. We just drink warm water at the same time, actually.
Billion years ago, life was still gearing up and had not
This
yet
is very
reached
interesting
Kraken
era.
sizes, let's say. In fact, during this time, when the world seemed prime for thalassophobia, given the vast amounts of water and fragmented land, most aquatic life was actually much smaller than even a puck. So though there were plenty of creepy-looking things,
That looks
they
so
would have been
interesting.
essentially harmless to human-sized animals. Historically, the most well-known apex predator, and quote-unquote a large animal from this period, has been the Anomalocaris, a highly strange radiodont arthropod, which at its maximum was around 1.68 feet or 51 centimeters long, and is thought to have weighed about the same as a chihuahua, but being distinguished by said chihuahua by compound eyes, 2 large frontal appendages that were claw-like and lined with comb rows of spines, allowing it to sweep and grasp for prey.
Okay, chat. Would you pick Chihuahua or this thing? A lot of the Chihuahua that I've encountered are very fierce. They are fierce animals. Don't you get deceived by their tiny body. They are angry all the time. They always so scary. My friend had a Chihuahua before. It just kept barking at me whenever I was in her house. Scary. My sister Chihuahua is so calm. I love her so much. That's a nice Chihuahua. That's a nice Chihuahua. But yeah. I'll pick this thing because this thing is not existing anymore.
However, with this said, in reality, this weird shrimp-looking thing was not the real nightmare of the Cambrian,
I wonder if
as
they
that distinguishment
taste
likely
good.
went to an animal far less famous, which for now is also the largest free-living animal known from this period, the Omnidens, meaning large, all-tooth. Perhaps surprisingly, given how Lovecraftian this creature looked, it too was actually an arthropod, and even belonged to the same class as the Anomalocaris, being a Dinocaridida. However, it was not a radiodont, and in some ways, we still don't know what it truly was, with one hypothesis being that it was a gilled lobopod. On the surface, the Omnidens was a soft-bodied organism that was
It kind of looks like a centipede. Shot underwater. Much more Baker centipede. This looks like that.
worm-like, fairly flat, and heavily sclerotized, a process that occurs when tissue becomes hardened, rigid, and darkened, forming an
just
exoskeleton of sorts
undersea
that protected it from
bugs,
other
right?
predators and the elements. Now, like the Anomalocaris, the Omnidens also sported 2 proportionally large frontal appendages
All of them has a horn-looking things like this. Is this supposed to be for catching their prey easily and just like scoop them into the center of the mouth? Is that why they have the design like this? It's like their hands like ours. Ayo Daniela. Imagine zombie times. That was so cool. Hands before hands. Yeah, our hands.
that were lined with various spikes, and as a whole, formed this extremely useful biological tool that let it both feel its environment and grasp prey, with those spines becoming inescapable traps when interlocked.
Yeah.
And once
I
within
just
its
said
clutches,
it!
the Omnidens could then maneuver the victim into its waiting mouth, which,
yeah!
wait for it, was at the bottom of its body, and was full of large tooth plates that formed columns of razor-sharp edges, just waiting to shred anything that entered. And let me tell you, no Cambrian animal was safe. As for the time, it was an absolute giant.
So big. No! Everything is so big. I'm scared. I'm glad that they are not here anymore. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. This is so huge. I cannot. Wait a second. What if this thing is still exists in the very deep under the sea?
measuring 1.5 meters or 4.9 feet from tip to tip, allowing it to be the undisputed apex predator of its environment, which was primarily the warm coastal waters off of prehistoric China. For the time, the Omnidens was the real deal, you could say. But as far as this list goes, it is our smallest contender, as the animals will only get bigger and bigger from here on out. Even the very next period, the Ordovician, which began about 486 million years ago, produced predators quite a bit larger than anything seen during the Cambrian. During this period, the Earth was very much still island forward, with much of the land being surrounded by the super Panthalassic Ocean, which now stretched across half the globe. And in these waters, there was a new group that was ruling, which actually since those days have never gained as much power as they had back then. And that would be the cephalopods, the very same group that today have given us the likes of octopuses, or octopi, and squid. During the Ordovician, they were king, and their diversity was unparalleled. But not all of them were equally voracious, let's say, as some were tiny and pretty helpless, while then others evolved into highly efficient predators. And amongst them all, the baddest of the bunch was arguably...
This is like wearing the witch hat. It has the longest witch hat. It looks so cute. Imagine he suddenly just uses magic. Start saying magic spell. Like a spear, indeed. Indeed, like a spear.
The Endoceras, meaning inside horn. This creature would have been found throughout large parts of the world in its heyday, and is quite...
Imagine human exists during that time. We're gonna use it like a weapon and throw it to the target.
Different than the cephalopods we are familiar with now. Not just because of its big size, but also because it had an outer cone-shaped shell that jutted out for a serious amount of distance. In this...
Okay, there's no way we can just grab it with one hand. Now think about it.
Kind of cone was a hallmark trait of the order it belonged to, the Endocerida, and likely played numerous roles in its life, offering buoyancy control, balance, protection, and of course, an intimidating appearance. As thanks to its shape, and then its actual body, an Endocerus can measure up to 5.7 meters or 18.8 feet. So, just as long as a giraffe is tall. And there's even some reports, albeit skeptical ones, that giant specimens were pushing much more than these measurements. Potentially 9.1 meters or 30 feet, based off of a shell discovered in 1955.
Oh, they actually discovered it? Whoa. That is like a tube. Okay. It looks like something you use as like a smoke pipe or something. That is huge.
And mind you, that was just the shell. And at this size, these guys would have looked like some sort of moving tree. Only these trees were active and interested in eating others, as we currently think the Endocerus was a predator.
Wait, they look so cute with the colors like that. Now they look like the royal soldier or something. Maybe no, royal guard. Yeah, they look like royal guard with the colors like this and patterns. They look so cute.
Armed with immensely powerful tentacles that possibly secreted sticky adhesive substances that gripped a prey and allowed it to manipulate large animals. They also possessed a very sharp beak that would break down food before it would enter an inner radula that was lined with tiny teeth. Unsurprisingly, because of its relatively large size, the Endocerus would have been untouchable to pretty much all, and able to tackle most, if not all, their prey, as no other animal during its time was even close to its stature. Now it's believed to have stuck mainly to the seafloor, where it feasted on other floor-dwelling animals, which back then consisted of trilobites, mollusks, brachiopods, and jawless fish. Now one thing that did nerf it was that it did not have the best vision out of everything out there, based upon its pinhole-like eyes. So to get around this problem in the dim-lit waters, it's thought to have instead had an excellent sense of smell, like its living relative, the nautilus, and thus used that in order to find food. So for now, there's no doubt it was the deadliest thing the Ordovician had to offer. But still, if you were swimming back then, you would likely be fine. Likely. As despite its impressive length and being far larger than the Omnidens, the Endocerus was kind of light.
What the heck is this? Is this kelp? Okay, 18. Larsara undulata. What the heck is that? What is that? Can someone Google it? That is an interesting word. A second. I need to Google it. Undulata. What is that? It's an extinct species of columna stromatoporoid, which is an ancient type of calcified sponge. I still don't think I understand that. It's a sponge. It's not that shell? No, the shell is like here. My worst nightmare is the Shawneesaurus Cicanus. Are they real? What kind of name is that? Wait a second, I need to Google it. Yeah, break. Everything is break back in the day. Looks like wizard squirt. Well, that's what I was saying. It looks like a wizard. Don't see it's like wearing the wizard head. Shawneesaurus, one of the largest marine reptile in Earth's history. It is huge. Big tummy too. Okay, maybe they'll talk about it here.
Light, as its shell was narrow and mostly hollow, resulting in a weight of about 100 kilos or
Mostly
220
hollow?
pounds. So,
Wait a second. Mostly hollow? Why do you need such big shell then? I thought they usually. Wait a second. Yeah, they usually just find any shells. Oh, well, they grew up with this, so don't know how to explain this evolution. From what I've known, they usually grow with the shell, and the shell would fit the actual body size instead of hollow. Huh. Help with buoyancy and overall maneuvering. It's like, okay.
while it was heavier than most humans, it likely would not have bothered trying to eat us. I would not test that hypothesis though. But even if it did try, I still would much rather deal with one of these guys than what's coming up next. Because as the Ordovician ended, the world was plunged into a deep ice age, weakening the reign of the cephalopods and allowing a new group to rise during the following Silurian period.
Ice age
And that was
time.
the Eurypterids, commonly nicknamed sea scorpions. Like the Anomalocaris and Omnidens,
Actual
these sea
scorpion.
scorpions were in fact arthropods, only they were far more evolved and deadlier. Fun fact, these guys had first appeared in the late Ordovician, and while they did make impressive progress, they were not the Earth's most dominant predatory group back then. But now is a very different story, and during the Silurian they maintained a worldwide range that extended from marine environments all the way to freshwater ones, while then both shallow and deep waters were both options too. Now, despite their nickname, sea scorpions were in fact not true scorpions, although in some ways they did look a lot like them, having
just look
similar,
like them, I
albeit
guess.
supersized body shapes, frontal appendages that could feature pincers just like scorpions have today, and in some cases, a
Kinda
Eurypterid could even have switched out their tail for a telson that highly resembled a stinger, with some of the stingers being longer than knives. And I don't think I have to explain what they were likely used for, with the only silver lining here being that these stingers do not appear to have been venomous. And again, not all of them had stingers, and ultimately these guys were coming in every shape and size given their vast amount of diversity. So naturally, some were more tame, and others more on the nightmare fuel side. But there was one in particular that was just slightly more terrifying than the rest, and who I would call the king of sea scorpions, and that would be the Giacalopterus. Found across Silurian Euramerica, the Giacalopterus was an active and
huge.
powerful predator that seems to have been so fearsome that not even other sea scorpions seemed to
gory.
be safe. And frankly, there was no point trying to resist an attack from one of these guys, with the Giacalopterus being the largest sea scorpion that we know of, even when considering those outside of the Silurian, with some species of this genus measuring 2.6 meters or 8.5 feet.
I like that all of them has the arms like this. They always evolve into having claws or some sort of arms to grab the food. I'm really starting to think that eventually all species are going to evolve into crabs.
From head to tail, which also means it's the largest arthropod to have ever lived. And for comparison, not even the tallest NBA player ever has it beat in length.
Oh.
Naturally, given this length and the fact that it was armored by layers of chitin,
Hi, Alas. With the title still being a part of Resident Evil, I just thought I came back into a weird, never before seen Resident Evil lore cutscene. Yeah, we start from the prehistoric. Why? Why does the virus exist?
it was pretty hefty too,
hi.
weighing over 200 kilos or 440 pounds, with them weighing possibly even double this in giant specimens. And even in its lower end, good luck fighting this thing, as just like its body, its two frontal pincers were oversized too, with each being likely longer than your arm. Only, instead of hands, the Gigantolopterus had mega pincers, used to not only grip prey with an iron vise, but also tear and strip them apart, as each were lined with sharp teeth-like structures that would have sunk straight through flesh. Like some living arthropods, they also had gnathobases, which were modified sections of some of their limbs that were used to process.
Okay, all of this have spikes and stuff. Why don't we have spikes too? Why don't we have that to protect ourselves or to hunt and anything? Why don't we have that? It would be nice, right? All we have is just noodle fingers.
Food further by crushing and shredding, so that it could then fit in their relatively tiny mouths. So, I know what you might be thinking, which is that, given its size, you might harbor the belief that you could have outpaced the Gigantolopterus, with it being essentially too slow to catch you. But that would be a very fatal belief, as its tail, so to speak, was so long and expanded that the tailsin itself was essentially modified into a rudder of sorts,
bet they swim
making it
very
an excellent
fast.
swimmer that had a high degree of maneuverability. And this might also have been particularly useful for fresh water, as fossils do show that this guy was perhaps also a freshwater creature that was found in areas with lots of debris and tight areas. And if this is the case, it also means that the Gigantolopterus is the first and only freshwater animal on our list. And while it is also the only sea scorpion to make the cut, don't feel too bad for these guys, as they will continue to exist and thrive for hundreds of millions of years. So far we've had arthropods and cephalopods being the worst things the water could offer. But
Not
as the
that, I don't think it's that bad yet so far. They are just big. One is huge. One has a huge head, and the other one has like spikes and claws. Not something we have never seen yet, right? Hey, man, welcome.
Valerian ended and the Devonian rolled in, a new animal joined the fray, who already existed, yet was only now rising to the very top. And that would be fish. Yes, it was 419 million years ago when our ancestral lineage took the reins of thalassophobia, with this period even being dubbed the Age of Fish, as they underwent many evolutionary
fish
changes,
time!
lots of which made them a lot
Sashimi!
deadlier too. And amongst the array of fins, one group in particular that was making a lot of progress were the placoderms, a now extinct class of fish, thankfully, who were distinctive for their armored plates, hence their name, which means plate skin. Like the sea scorpions, these fish were highly diverse, with some being bottom feeders, others herbivores, and of course there were also those that adapted.
Thank you so much for the raise, Racklin. Welcome. Thank you for the raid on Twitch. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. I'm Rine. I'm an artist and live today rigger. I'm a VTuber model and VTuber streaming assets. I play a lot of Resident Evil game and survival horror and horror game as well. And today we were actually playing Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles, but we have already finished the game earlier than I thought. So now we are watching videos that is about the deadliest sea animal. Yeah, from every single period. Yeah, we are just watching. Just started like 11 minutes. Now we are in Devonian period right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that you were playing RE3 remake. Yeah, I hope you have fun. Thank you so much for the raid. And then, and there's some shadow birds. Yeah. Twitch Ray. Yeah, we got Twitch Ray. Heck yeah, from Directly. Yeah. Yeah, 3 remake is super short. That's what happened. They actually cut out a lot of things from the original, unfortunately. So I would say that you actually didn't fully experienced RE3 remake. Yeah, that RE3 I should say. Yeah, fully experienced RE3 actually. Yeah, they have cut out a lot of stuff that is supposed to be in the game. Unfortunately, they were rushing that, and here's what we got. Yeah. There will be more in RE3. Yeah, I thought so too. But yeah, I would actually recommend to play RE3 original one. Oof, it's much more fun. Has more stories, more things to see too, especially outside of the Raccoon City. You can see more what happened to people and how horrible it looks compared to the remake. It actually looks way more horrible. But yeah, thank you again for the race directly. If you need to go to rest, feel free to go to rest. If you want to lurk around, watch the video with us, feel free to do that as well. Yeah. And 3 for the alternate ending. Oh yeah, I gotta do that one too. I haven't played the alternate scenarios, all of them. Yeah, bye bye directly. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the raid again. Thank you. It'd be cool if you make a reaction stream to RE3 last escape project. What? Oh, let me. Let me put it in the list or something. Yeah, let me put it in the list. Okay. I remember to do that. Okay. Let's continue. Okay.
A taste for flesh. And most notable amongst the meat lovers was undoubtedly a genus that you might have heard of, the Dunkleosteus. Now, this isn't just the first fish on the list, but also the first really famous animal. As like I said, I'm sure many of you have heard of it. And perhaps you've also heard about its size reduction over the years. And yes, unfortunately the allegations are true. The Dunkleosteus is not as big as we once believed. But don't be fooled into thinking the dunk has sunk. Get it? Because it's still the worst animal the Devonian had to offer, and it would absolutely destroy any person underwater, which is thanks to a face that only a mother could love, as it was equipped with one oversized skull and jaw that opened wide enough for a person to literally swim through. And said swim would only end in a bloody mist, as their so-called teeth were even more gnarly than that. And I say so-called, as their teeth weren't really teeth. Instead, its jaws were literally giant, self-sharpening plates made of solid bone that operated like a homemade guillotine, slicing and chopping anything caught inside. And based on biomechanical models, avoiding this was almost impossible, as it could open and close its jaws with enough speed to form a powerful suctioning effect, meaning one moment you're swimming, the next you're in two pieces. It also would not have helped if you were wearing any armor, despite armor also not being a thing that people wear while swimming, as the study found that the tips of these giant blades were coming down at about 7,495 newtons in force.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Tongues along thick as a castle wall. Oh my god. It is a scary cat. Scary cat. Did I just say scary cat? Fish scary. That's why I say I'm afraid of fish. They are actually scary and deadly animal. Even with the most stupidest looking fish, they are also scary. Against the most resistant sea species. Yeah. Luckily, we don't have that anymore, right? We don't have this anymore, right?
which is, for perspective, over 5 times stronger than the bite of a jaguar, who is known to bite straight through
Goddamn!
skulls. Obviously, such a devastating weapon alone made this one fish you'd want to avoid, but it also certainly helped, or hurt, that it was a giant for its time. And yes, again, it's no longer the 10-meter or 33-foot behemoth that we once thought it was, but it was still
Ooh,
plenty
so
big enough to
huge.
kill, with the largest specimen suggesting a length of 4.1 meters or 13 feet, maybe even slightly longer than this. So, in other words, we are still talking about a predator the length of your typical male great white. And it was actually far heavier than them too, with larger individuals clocking in at 1.7 tons, making it quite a bit heavier than a shark of the same length. And this mostly comes down to the dunk's
Yeah,
body
more
being
deadlier
wider and
than
more
the
robust,
white
but then it
shark?
also had another thing weighing it down too, and that was an immense defense. The dunk was, as I said, a placoderm, meaning it was armored, and its armor was tough, being solid dermal bone which covered its entire head and half of its trunk, with some of the plates being uber thick, like 25 times thicker than a knight's armor, kinda thick, making the dunk not just the deadliest predator of the time, but also the hardest to kill. And given these features, it's no surprise that the dunk was able to expand through open waters within multiple regions of the planet, with fossils being known from the United States to Canada, Poland, Belgium, and Morocco. It would also end up dominating these waters for an extended amount of time, over 20 million years to be specific, all the way to the end of the Devonian and the beginning of the Carboniferous 358 million years ago. However, as the Carboniferous started, the dunk's reign ended. And while a fish would continue to be the deadliest animal in the ocean, it would no
what
longer
is
be a placoderm,
this?
as they had in fact gone extinct, with the new terrors in the water instead being primitive
Wait, was it a flipped? Is it a flipped one? It's like fish. Okay. I see. I thought this is like a new kind of species that has the fin pointing upward. So it's like a dead fish. Okay.
placoderm,
Okay.
as they had in fact gone extinct, with the new terrors in the water instead being primitive sharks. And just like how the Devonian is regarded as the
And then we got something weaker than that. I think it's a good news for us, actually. We get something more weaker. We don't need such thing, right? Such strong monster in the water.
age of fish, the Carboniferous, while generally being known for its swamps and insects, is also known as the Golden Age of Sharks, due to their immense diversity, with there being at least 45 different families at the time. Now, each family was successful in their own right, but like always, only one was at the very tippity
I've seen this weird looking one. It's like a chainsaw fish.
top, and that was the Eugeniodontida, a group that are now fully extinct, and were unlike any shark known today, possessing
That's
incredibly
so
unusual jaws
interesting.
and dentition, referred to as teeth whorls. Many different kinds existed, and they had a
Do they
global range at
speak?
the time. And while each looked a bit off-putting, so you could say, the king of Carboniferous Eugeniodonts, and the ocean in general, was the one known as Adestus. Being an unusually large animal for the time, it could be up to 22 feet in
It looks so funny. like they have like a very thick outward lips. It looks so funny.
length, or 6.7 meters, and probably weighs similar to the largest great whites of today, making it, unsurprisingly, the biggest marine predator up until the Carboniferous. So, obviously this is clearly one impressive feat, but what was really unique about it was its tooth whorl face, as I mentioned. As in the Adestus, it was pretty wild, which is saying something considering having a tooth whorl in general is already kinda weird. Specifically, both the upper and lower jaw only had a single row of large serrated and curved teeth that ran down the middle of the mouth and formed almost a giant scissors of sort, hence why it's been nicknamed the scissor-toothed shark. And when I say giant scissors, I really do mean giant, as we're talking about each side being longer than your torso. And so, given how strange this mouth was, there's of course a lot of interest in just how it was used. And while there are many ideas, we're not 100% sure which is correct. The latest hypotheses suggest that the Adestus could actually implement what is essentially a two-gear system, thanks to a uniquely jointed bone that let it pull the bottom jaw towards the top on approaching prey, causing a simultaneous slicing and pulling effect, sending the prey further down the mouth, while then also cutting it up more every second.
It
The
actually
front teeth also
slides.
seem to have evolved to grip prey. And while there has been the suggestion that it was an expert soft-bodied hunter, meaning it specialized in hunting the rulers of old, i.e. cephalopods, and also perhaps jellyfish, there's also been wear patterns found on certain Adestus species, indicating that it fed on bigger game too, namely large armored fish. And that would align nicely considering that its calculated bite force was nearly 2,000 newtons. So a bit overkill for something
not
soft.
as strong.
It also means that
It is not as strong as the previous guy. Actually, weakling. Derby shark. They do look kind of derby. There are a lot of derby sharks.
I, for one, am not going anywhere near this guy, which in turn means no beaches, unfortunately, as it was extensively found in tropical latitudes in very shallow marine waters, while also being known to inhabit estuarine habitats as well. So yeah, this primitive shark was truly the real deal, and it, or rather its family, were about to get more overpowered. For when the Permian arrived, they remained large and in charge.
Oh, so fast.
And in fact, not only that, but they also produced a new genera that out-thalassophobia the Adestus, if that's somehow possible, with a prime example of this being the Parahelicoprion. Now let it be known, I am not exaggerating when I
to continue to make more sharks like this, but with the only lower jaw that is more visible.
say that this shark was the megalodon of the Paleozoic era, which by the way stretched from the Cambrian all the way to the Permian, as this thing was an absolute giant, dwarfing the vast majority of life during the Permian, be it on land or in the water, with some estimates putting it between 7 meters or 26 feet and 13 meters or 43 feet long,
Holy.
which at the larger end makes it longer than any known shark alive today, bar the whale shark. And at this size, it's also feasible that the Parahelicoprion was the largest animal to ever exist up until the following Triassic, with only its relative, the Helicoprion, being somewhat comparable. But that's not even the craziest part, as there are those out there who think that Parahelicoprion was much larger than even these estimates, as one species, the Parahelicoprion Mario Suarezi, seems to possess extremely giant teeth that outsized anything seen in its relatives, leading to a few estimates of 100 feet in length or 30 meters. So yeah, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Of course though, this is a bit speculative, so you could say, as many people find this hypothesis a little bit hard to believe, considering that at this titanic size, it would have had a very hard time feeding itself in a world where pretty much everything was levels below it in stature. But honestly, even at 13 meters or 43 feet, it still is plenty inducing with thalassophobia already. Now just like the Adestus, Parahelicoprion was a fellow Eugeniodontida, meaning that in conjunction to its giant size, it also had some pretty massive jaws too, and weird ones of course at that. Only this time, instead of having scissor-like jaws, it possessed a literal buzzsaw for a mouth, as each individual came equipped with a giant tooth whorl positioned on their bottom mouth that was aligned with razor-sharp, flat, and serrated teeth that formed a spiral about half the size of your body.
It's spiral? So it's... Okay, so it's not only like this, but it actually has like a spiral inside too. Crazy design!
While then the top of its mouth was composed of tough cartilage, which would use to push these teeth against, causing catastrophic lacerations to normal prey, or just crush animals outright if they had hard shells or exoskeletons. Additionally, it should come as no surprise that, given the shape of its teeth and its formidable size,
I actually imagining they just start spinning. Just grinding the animals.
it has often been suggested that the Parahelicoprion was the apex predator of its environment, an environment which seemed to be quite extensive, with its remains being known from both ends of the Pangaean continent. And based on the location of fossils, we assume that it was a pelagic shark, coasting shallow marine environments and hunting a large range of prey, including other sharks, fish, cephalopods, trilobites, and more. But that said, even though the adults were pelagic, smaller individuals and juveniles might have frequently ventured into intertidal zones as well. So really, your best bet to avoid this shark altogether is just to stay far away from any oceans and seas.
Just don't swim.
And this advice is pretty much going to be the case going forward as well, as things are somehow only going to get worse and bigger. Yeah, if you thought Parahelicoprion was big, just wait till the Triassic. Now, if you haven't heard, spoiler alert, but the end of the Permian was marked by the worst extinction event of all time. And the waters of Earth were not spared by any means, with sharks being sent back millions of years in terms of diversity. So it's gonna be a bit until we hear from them again.
Goodbye.
But don't worry, because thalassophobia itself was doing just fine regardless, as during the Triassic, yet another new family had taken over. And this time, the first
Is that
reptiles of the
dolphin?
list, the ichthyosaurs. First
What's
appearing in the early
reptile?
Triassic, this was a large order of marine reptiles that would go on to establish a massive dynasty, stretching all the way to the late Cretaceous. But it was the Triassic where their golden era started and ended, as in light of limited competition, this group spread across the world and diversified into many niches, including of course, the apex predatorial ones. Many ichthyosaurs looked a lot like dolphins, having shared a lot of similar traits due to convergent evolution. And while dolphins are surely successful creatures,
Are they
I wouldn't
smart?
say they are all that terrifying. Ichthyosaurs, on the other hand, were, at least a few of them, as they evolved into the metaphorical kraken of the oceans. And this resulted in a couple morphing into the world's largest hunters and animals of the entire period. In fact, there was even one of them who was not only the apex predator of its time, but
Okay, this picture actually make them. Oh, yeah, like this. Come on, come on.
there was even one
Yeah, this picture actually makes them look kind of cute because of this tiny little eyes, but with the huge mouth. Yeah, it looks so derpy and so cute. Look at the babies; they even smile like that. Oh, it's so cute.
one of them who was not only the apex predator of its time, but also possibly the largest reptilian predator to ever live, and that is the ichthyotitan. Known from only one species, the Severnensis, this giant of a hunter was first discovered in West England, and was immediately distinguished as being disgustingly big, somehow making even the Parahelicoprion seem small, as the latest estimates based upon a located jawbone suggest that individuals were nearly 25 meters or 82 feet long, which, in other words, is longer than a whole sperm whale.
What?
And because it had a big body construction, it was also extremely heavy, weighing between 35 to 80 tons, which at that weight is still on par with large whales, but there is a shot that it got even bigger, as one absurd specimen, dubbed the Ost specimen, might have been up to 35 meters or 115 feet long based off of certain models, which if was the case, would likely make it the largest aquatic animal of the entire Mesozoic. Whatever the case though, the ichthyotitan was still a giant amongst giants, and it wasn't one of those big clunky types either, as the ichthyotitan had 4 massive fins, each several times longer than a human, while then it also flaunted a large tail fluke, allowing it to swim scarily efficient for its large size. And it definitely needed this ability, since along with inhabiting archipelagos, it's also thought to have been common out in the open ocean, where it traversed large amounts of distance. And this was horrible news for all life at the time, as currently, the ichthyotitan is regarded as a shastasaurid ichthyosaur, meaning it's part of a family of typically large genera that, for a long time, were thought to have been suction feeders. However now, after studies on their jaw construction and locating teeth fragments, this is no longer thought to be the case, with the new idea being that they were truly killers, who relied on robust sectorial teeth to demolish things from mollusks all the way to other megafaunal marine reptiles.
Snapped all the
And
praise.
we know this, as these quote-unquote food items have been found
This sea creature is from the same family of the Shonisaurus, because they are both some kind of itch. Let me see if I can pronounce it. Ichthyosaurus. Yeah, it looks like the picture that I found just now. They have like a big tummy, and then very thin, long mouth like this.
found in their guts. And honestly, it seems the only thing that made an animal stay off their menu was if they were larger than the ichthyosaur. And newsflash, that currently consists of nothing that we know of so far. And in other words, suggesting that it was king and preyed upon pretty much everything else that came its way. Plus, since it was an ichthyosaur, that means it also
Yeah, about the little eyes. Is it hard for them to see things? It seems like only the body is growing, but not the eyes. I mean, does eyeball grows? I'm not so sure. It's interesting that if you as a human was born in any of this other time periods, you would be one of these apex predators. You would be one of this apex predator? Which one would you guys want to be, actually? Now, after seeing a few of them, which one would do you guys want to be? This versus just this evil, yeah.
also sported giant, powerful eyes that gave it high visual acuity, and therefore the ability to scope prey in even the darkest of waters. So really, there was no point trying to hide from this.
What is this thing? Ebb, waiting to eat the fish. We're pretty much born on top, so in that sense, we are equivalent. If only we didn't get eaten by them. That's the case.
This kaiju. Now, the one caveat about the Ichthyotitan is that while we have found pieces of its jaws, we've yet to find actual teeth. So we aren't really sure if it did have teeth, and if they did, if they were sharp. It's simply a conclusion based off of its relatives, which does mean that technically there is a slight chance that this guy was not the deadliest animal around, at least from a predatory standpoint. And while I am optimistic that we will one day find its actual teeth that would prove this hypothesis correct, if it for some reason was proved to be wrong, its replacement would still just be another giant chastosaurid, likely the Shastasaurus himself, the namesake of the family. And if not it, then perhaps one of the ichthyosaurs that weren't as large, but had evolved through Macroraptoria, such as the Thalattoarchon, a 9 meter or 30 feet long ichthyosaur that possessed a long slender body, large skull, and robust teeth that had 2 cutting edges designed to tear through thick amounts of flesh, which is part of the reason why its name means ruler of the seas. And really, the moral of the story here is that the worst animal you could have swam into during the Triassic was gonna be an ichthyosaur, no matter what. But that said, while they might have had the Triassic on lockdown, Mother Nature doesn't really play favorites, as at the end of the Triassic, the Earth...
Okay, no matter how deadly are this animal, Mother Nature is the most deadliest one. If she said no to you, you died instantly. That's it. I mean, that would be one of this big deal if we were born with the equivalent of raw apex predator. Same can be said about us. Yeah, it's true. That's true. You don't know. Now it's like seems kind of peaceful, but you never know. One day, Mother Nature also said no to us, and we just went and stick, and then new life form appeared. Maybe after this one. Sure, supervolcanoes could explode right now, and we'd all be screwed. Yeah. Yep. That's actually very true. Yep.
As is tradition, would be blindsided by an extinction event stemming from volcanic activities, which left the ichthyosaurs alive, but hurt, and ultimately resulting in the disappearance of the ultra-giant members, and therefore allowing a new group to sneak in, the plesiosaurs. Just like the ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs were marine reptiles too, yet they belonged to a different clade, and were generally described as having—
Oh! This looked like those creatures that people always said in like fantasy stories, like they appeared in the river. What is the name? Necessors. It's like necessary or something. Or maybe that's what he's calling them.
Having big wide bodies with 4 flippers and a relatively short tail, while then some had extremely long necks and others not so long. And those with the shorter necks actually tended to be a bit more toothy, as they belong to a specific family known as the pliosaurs, which evolved at the very end of the Triassic and
Loch Ness Monster? Yeah, that one. They always have this stories about seeing them in a river or something. Look, Rine, the guys that you shot in Dino Crisis with my dual SMG. I've been killed them for points. Heck yeah. It was fun. Thank you.
spent very little time waiting to take over the oceans, experiencing a rapid ballooning in size and diversity during the early Jurassic, allowing them to soar all the way to the very top of the food chains. In general, pliosaurs retained similar robust bodies in the titanic flippers seen in their relatives, which helped propel them through the oceans and seas of power, but where they differed was that they had absurdly giant skulls that were filled with some of the sharp—
Oh, this looks like crocodile. This looks like crocodile mouth.
teeth of their time, allowing them to become extremely lethal killers in just about every big body of water on the planet. And through the years, there has been much debate on which pliosaur in particular was the deadliest, as there were just so many of them, sometimes dozens in a single environment. And it also seems they just kept getting bigger, with more remarkable specimens being found seemingly every few years. However, with this said, there is one genus that always seems to take part in the running, and may truly be the worst of them out there. And this was the famous Pliosaurus. First discovered in England, which, yes, is surprising, I know, this pliosaur genus was always regarded as an unusually large pliosaur. I mean, even before it was officially described, researchers who studied it were giving it various nicknames, such as Predator X, simply due to the size of its jaw and bones.
X.
And though at one point in time it was regarded as a
Just like how Earth's named Mr. X. X. Having an X in the name just sound much more cooler. Fisher X. Maybe I should switch my V to X. That would be sound much more cooler than Vartus. What is it gonna pronounce? Sartist. Rine Sartist. Where isn't that cool? Man, better than Vartus.
kaiju-sized animal, it has retained a large reputation, with some specimens suggesting lengths that exceeded 11 meters or 36 feet, while then weighing a whopping 11 tons.
Guess who by Elon Musk? You know what? I don't care because I don't know how to come back, but but he doesn't own X. He doesn't own the letter. Why would I get sued? Gigantism always happened. It happens to the marine animals, then the birds, then mammals. Yeah. Don't know why. Is there like a reason why they always want to be bigger in the evolution? Would you become famous if you got sued by him though? That would not be a good way to be famous. Get sued by someone, then I would just be that VTuber that got sued by Elon Musk. That's all people remember. They won't be able to remember my name at all. They would just call me the VTuber that got sued by Elon Musk. Look, it's her. That's my name. If that happens.
Tons, making it heavier than a killer whale. And then in 2023, a new study came out about a new specimen from the Kimmeridge Clay Formation that may have blown past these estimates, with the specimen potentially coming in at a staggering 14.4 meters or 47 feet long, which, for the record, is 3 times longer than your typical great white. And not only is it beating it in length, the Pliosaurus has a bite that would put a great white to shame as well, as each one rocked a titanically oversized skull that was longer than your average NFL player. And these skulls were not only extremely robust through bone.
Getting bigger is one of the defense mechanisms against predators as well. Yeah, that's true. No one would want to mess up with the big guy. Same with human as well, right? If you see a big guy appeared in front of you, would you want to mess him up? Would you just wouldn't you want to just walk? Like avoid bumped into him, avoid make him angry, right? So we are also an offense mechanism. So we are constantly trying to outgrow each other to survive. I see. That's why I'm 9 feet tall, because I'm surviving. I have survival mode. I'm just on my survival mode. I don't like a fishy penguin. That would be a very deadly penguin. There is an old myth that says Elon Musk discovered Predator X. How much money he spent to find this thing because of the name. Nice outfit, tall, strawberry blonde, weights 30 kg, is perfect healthy, confirmed by the Rine House stock.
alone, but they also had anchor points where giant muscles would have attached in real life, allowing for a devastating bite force of roughly 42,000 newtons, which is
That's
more than enough
crazy.
power to pulverize bone, especially when you consider the fact that the teeth doing the biting
That will
were
melt
knife-sized
someone.
and trihedral. And that second word, trihedral, may sound a bit foreign to you, but it was a hallmark trait to Pliosaurus teeth. And what it meant was that their teeth interlocked at the sharp edges almost
Ooh,
perfectly
so
when the jaws
cool.
clamped down, therefore turning its mouth into a giant continuous shear that allowed it to cleave through flesh and bone and dice giant megafaunas into itty-bitty pieces. And in fact, the bites of the Pliosaurus were so deadly that unlike a croc that does a death roll, or a shark that bites and shakes, the Pliosaurus likely killed by simply biting straight down. And well, that was it. Nighty-night. Hasta luego. Sayonara. And armed with this weapon of mass prehistoric destruction, the Pliosaurus became one of the most dominant animals of the entire Jurassic, be it water or even comparing on land, with numerous species evolving over time,
Never get
and it's
near the
spreading from the waters of
water.
Europe all the way to South America, and being found in both shallow and deep environments, feeding on fish, cephalopods, sharks, marine reptiles, and even other plesiosaurs, with its diet often being described as generalistic. Which makes sense, because when you are as deadly as the Pliosaurus,
It
you don't
must
really have
eat
any
a lot,
restrictions
huh?
on what you can hunt.
With
It
that
also helped that the
size.
skin of the Pliosaurus seemed to be, at least in some parts, hydrodynamic, likely resembling the skin of leatherback turtles to help it swim faster, while then all its senses were also fairly well developed, including eyesight, smell, and hearing, something which you don't often see in large predators, and again makes the Pliosaurus something of a complete package, which makes it all the more crazy that somehow worse things were still on the horizon. As in a repeating trend, it seems like not even the Pliosaurs could retain their title past the Jurassic, with the Cretaceous bringing on a whole new wave of horrors, which was, yes, thanks to again, yet another extinction event,
Something
which led to the
even
appearance
greater
of
than
likely the most
that?
famous animal so far on our list, and that would be, of course, the infamous Mosasaurus. This genus was just one of the numerous that made up the overarching Mosasaur group, and was actually one of the later iterations. Yet, unlike with the Pliosaurs, there is no doubt that the Mosasaurus, explicitly the Hoffmanni species, was among, if not the most, dominant predator of them all. It was one of the most successful species of Mosasaur in general, being found across numerous continents and spanning a reign of millions of years. And so, shocker, it was also one of the largest Mosasaurs that we know of. Plus, again, being one of the biggest marine reptiles in general, with large matured individuals measuring up to 39 feet, or 12 meters, and weighing over 10 tons, possibly 12. Making this thing essentially a swimming T-Rex, and based on isolated remains
Yeah, but it's actually not that huge. Not as huge as how Jurassic World showed in the movie. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually not that big.
it could have been even bigger, as one specimen produced a quadrate bone that was about 150% larger than the average. And if this scales to body size, then it would be like finding a human fossil that pointed to said fossil being
Giant man!
in life as big as Robert Wadlow, who is, by the way, the tallest person that we know of to have ever lived. And so while we don't know exactly how big this monster specimen was, if I was somehow given the opportunity to see it in real life to verify its size, I'm gonna pass on the opportunity. And no matter what, it and Mosasaurs in general were comfortably at the size where it was the bully and nothing was bullying it. It definitely helped as well that even for a large Mosasaur, this species was extremely robust, possessing a barrel-shaped chest and extensive cartilage throughout its body. Its skull then further matched its impressive nature, being heavily constructed and showing signs that the tendons and muscles in this area were very dense in life, and therefore all pointing to one heck of a monstrous bite. In keeping in fashion, the teeth too were extremely robust, while still retaining a scary ability to slice through large animals, with each tooth having highly prismatic surfaces and two opposite cutting edges. And just in case you were concerned that they might hurt themselves with their own strength, well, no need to fret, because the teeth, even though they were sharp, were built to endure high stresses too. So ultimately, if you did get bit by one, it would kind of be like being crushed and sliced at the same time. So lovely picture. To go along with the physical prowess, this guy had the bronze, but he also had the speed, as it had a long streamlined body, powerful tail and large flippers, indicative of a fast and maneuverable predator that was likely much faster than the Pliosaurus, despite being of similar weight. And likely to use that speed to stage ambushes, where it would use its explosive energy and power to catch and decimate prey. And then taking a page from the Ichthyosaurus, this species also boasted large eye sockets, which indicated it possessed binocular vision and an excellent ability to process 2D environments, such as near-surface water areas. It was also just one mean son of a gun too, as along with being an apex predator who fed on basically everything, it wasn't scared to tussle with its own kind either, with evidence of competition amongst mosasaurs.
Cannibalism! Oh my god. Why? Why do they always do that? Cannibalism.
Being widely known of. And this includes, by the way, fighting with the only other mosasaur that might have claimed the Cretaceous' deadliest sea predator crown, the Tylosaurus. Existing at the same time, the Tylosaurus was yet another giant mosasaur that was similar but built a little more streamlined than the Hoffmanni, and had an elongated rostrum that formed a battering ram of sorts, while then its teeth were also more conical and slender versus the Mosasauruses as well. And honestly, I think a fight between these two would kind of be a coin flip depending on who took the initiative, with the Tylosaurus winning if they get the jump, and the Mosasaurus winning if it got the jump. But ultimately, they together held the sway of the late Cretaceous waters, and were by far the most dominant marine animals the Cretaceous had to offer, both having worldwide presences and existing for millions of years, with them also each meeting the exact same end. And no, it wasn't competition from each other, but rather a giant asteroid that rudely interrupted the Cretaceous and destroyed, well, a lot of things. And this effectively ruined the streak marine reptiles have been on, because while the entire Mesozoic's top threats are reptiles, we have not had one since, with the next period, the Paleogene, being home to the very first mammal on this list. As mentioned, in light of the extinction event, the oceans and seas were left fairly void, allowing mammals to fill in the gaps, including those that evolved a whole lot of thalassophobia-inducing features. And while there were still sharks and predatory fish around, one animal that sticks out amongst the Paleogene like a sore thumb is one of the scariest whales to have ever lived, the Basilosaurus. Ironically, while it is a mammal, it does seem like Mother Nature wasn't just ready yet to leave the mosasaurs behind, as this creature, which appeared 41 million years ago, looked a whole lot like a mosasaur, possessing a long serpent-like body, large tail, similar frontal limbs, and a superficially similar shaped jaw.
That is weird.
To the Cretaceous' kings.
This is a very weird body proportion. Why is it so long, but the head is so tiny, and the tiny tails too? How do you swim like this?
So much so, in fact, that at first paleontologists did think that it was a reptile, with its actual name meaning king lizard. But alas, like I said, this was no lizard, but rather a whale, which was also, by the way, likely the first super apex predator to arise after the dinosaurs. Found within the shallow warm waters that were abundant during the earlier and mid-Paleogene, this was the planet's undisputed top predator, and was a supergiant compared to pretty much all other life around, with large males measuring some 20 meters or 66 feet in length, and weighing in excess of 15 metric tons, making it larger than both the Mosasaurus and Pliosaurus, and also frankly just complete anomalies for the time, as in general, not even whales as a whole had yet reached the giantness we are familiar with today. And so you could definitely call it a pioneer in the whale.
I was looking at the picture and I was like, what's going on with this tiny thing? It's biting his feet! Stop!
Had yet reached the giantness we are familiar with today. And so you could definitely call it a pioneer in whale size. But this wasn't the only aspect it was taking to the next level, as it was doing the same thing in the tooth department as well, having evolved the most complex teeth of any of the animals talked about so far, with each being double-rooted and varying overall in the types of teeth, as Basilosaurus were known to have canines, incisors, and serrated molars. And this differentiation, if you will, allowed it to do a lot of nasty things to its prey, including chewing them into smaller pieces before swallowing, something whales are actually not able to do any longer. The Basilosaurus teeth were also seemingly designed to withstand immense pressures when biting, and it's believed that its bite force is on par with that of alligators and crocodiles. A useful trait, surely, as Basilosaurus pretty much specialized in tough, large prey, which namely consisted of sharks, fish, and then even other whales, such as the Dorodon, all of which have been discovered in the stomachs of these guys. Now, interestingly, despite being a whale, this predator did not seem to have room in its head for a melon, and no, not a watermelon or cantaloupe, but rather the structure often linked to echolocation in cetaceans. And as such, we don't think it possessed echolocation capabilities. However, what it did instead possess was excellent directional hearing. So, even in the abyss, this guy knew where you were if you were making noise. And if you're in the abyss not dead, you probably are. And regardless, echolocation or not, it was clearly a successful animal, being very abundant in the Tethys Ocean, Paratethys Sea, and the Atlantic Ocean, where it would rule for millions of years. However, unlike the other beasts talked about so far, this guy would not make it to the end of the period, instead going extinct in the mid-Eocene epoch of the Paleogene, due to a minor extinction event, and thus opening up the floor to contenders once more. And amongst said contenders fighting for the throne, there was a genus of shark known as the Otodus that would soon find itself winning a Game of Thrones. And while the Paleogene was not yet its golden era, it would not have to wait long, as when the next period began, the Neogene, a new Otodus species was ready to essentially rule the entire period, and do so in ultra glory. Not just bringing sharks back into the race, but also being the largest shark and maybe largest active predator of all time. The Megalodon, a name that needs no introduction. This species is to many the peak of the Thalassophobia mountain, and when
The
it was
big
actually alive,
boy.
I'm sure many animals would have agreed with this. And honestly, it's not hard to see why, seeing that sharks in general are pretty intimidating, so then just imagine one far larger than anything currently alive. And unlike many extinct animals, where we first find it, assume it's big, and then it gets smaller over time with more accuracy, this guy seems to just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Kensho Shimada, a researcher at DePaul University, is one of the people with the most knowledge on this creature, having started studying it over 20 years ago. And in his most recent studies, he estimated that giant megs were able to hit
He's definitely obsessed with these things. You can only study something for 20 years because you're actually obsessed and loved it.
24 meters or 80 feet in length, and weigh between 80 and 104 tons, so literally twice the size of a sperm whale. This was, though, the max estimate, and the average shark wasn't going to be that big, with some
Huge.
tooth remains suggesting average sizes closer to 10.5 meters or 34 feet in length, while then the large average seemed to lay around 15 meters or 50 feet, so still plenty big. Just like modern great whites, it's here with the
he's
lamniform,
smiling.
but there has been much debate on if it looked like a great white or something completely different. And historically, it was thought to be quite stocky and often reconstructed in a way that made it look like an absurdly large great white, more or less. But now we think it was actually significantly more elongated than before, and might have appeared quite different than once portrayed. And this newer body plan likely played a big role in its ability to be so large, as a longer, narrower body meant lower drag and more efficient cruising, allowing it to be ready to go when the moment came to strike at its prey. And it certainly did not need much prep, as Megalodons came with the ultimate finishers, and that would be jaws from hell. If you thought a great white's mouth was bad, then get a load of this guy, as Megalodon could have jaws taller than any known human ever, and they were completely filled with about 276 teeth at any given time, with every single one of these teeth being no joke, ranging between 3 and 7.5 inches long, and being about as wide as your palm. They were also extremely robust in construction, triangular, and had fine serrations, making them the perfect weapons to cleave through massive chunks of flesh or bone. And so with all this said, it probably comes as no surprise that it had a ridiculously powerful bite force that was as high as 182,000 newtons, which, for comparison, would kind of be like getting struck by an axe traveling over 110 miles per hour, but just with 276 giant teeth doing this all at once. So yeah,
Is this like the strongest one so far? It's way stronger than any other sea animal that he introduced. There's a 100k newtons per bite.
caused massive catastrophic
I think he can destroy a car too at this point.
damage. No surprise. And we have literally seen this in prehistoric giant whales, which was a favorite snack of its, as certain recovered specimens aboard massive skeletal injuries coming from the Meg, with some of these attacks even showing that Megalodons evolved to simply kill large prey by tearing straight through their rib cage into their hearts and lungs. But over time, it has seemed like the shark refined its predation techniques depending on the prey, with some specimens showing it to mobilize
No,
their
not the
flippers and tails
whale.
first, while then other prey items, namely raptorial whales, seems to have had their heads targeted first.
Oh my god.
And ultimately, like the others we've talked about so far, this giant predator was a generalist that ate pretty much anything it could. A bit like the living great white, in fact. Only, the Meg took things to a whole different level, being obviously a far more powerful predator, but then also being 2 times higher up in the food chain than a great white, something which I didn't even know was possible. And really, only the Leviathan from the Neogene may have been a worthy rival, a fellow predator that wasn't a shark,
Leviathan?
but rather another large
But it looks so
macroraptorial
nice.
whale, being about 17.5 meters or 57 feet long, and came equipped with the largest biting teeth of
Oh
any
my
known
god, they're
animal
not
ever,
nice anymore.
excluding tusks. And really, this guy was no pushover, as the Leviathan is
What
thought to
the
have
heck?
actually occupied the same trophic level as the Megalodon, thus making them competitors instead of insubordinate. But unfortunately, no direct fossil evidence of interaction.
I've never seen a whale look this evil in my life ever. I always think that they're just nice big boy. They will swim along with you as long as you don't bother them. They're very nice, but goddamn, this whale is evil.
between the two have been found yet. But I think I know what I want for Christmas. Santa Claus, take note. But the truly scary, nay, terrifying aspect about the Megalodon was that it lived virtually everywhere. Fossils belonging to it have been found in every continent, bar Antarctica, and in almost every marine environment
It
possible.
exists
In offshore
everywhere.
deep waters, lagoons, littorals, and even coastal updwellings. So yeah, if you swam, you were screwed. Thankfully though, we can all heave a sigh of relief, because the Megalodon never made it out of the Neogene, and thus into the current period, as it went extinct about 3.58 million years ago. But honestly, it's pretty freaking ominous to imagine that something like that lived so close to us. And of all the sea animals created so far, it makes
I remember there was a story about why Megalodon actually went extinct. Was because it has been eating too much and it couldn't find enough food and it starves to death, and there were a lot of them, and so yeah, they die and they went extinct because of that. They need a lot of food for energy, even just to swim around the ocean to find food. So yeah, they kind of just starved to death. That's the other video that I saw the other day. Sharks travel incredible in distance. They almost travel across the world. Yeah, that's true. With that, they need a lot of food for the energy, and because of that, they also eat a lot at the same time, constantly too. So they were having the difficulty to find food, and eventually just starve to death. Yeah, and a lot of them face the same ending as well. Now, stories about to become very similar to the other. Yeah. This is what happen when there are too many predators. Yep.
makes a pretty darn good king. A king, though, that I'd very much like to stay buried. And with the Meg out of the way, we now arrive to the Quaternary, the current period, which is still ongoing. So it's kind of unfair to say which animals are deadliest or scariest just yet, but to be honest, I'd have a feeling that if we surveyed the sea creatures, humans would come up pretty close to the top of the list.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, and until next time, on Extinct Zoo.
Yay! Nice video. Very educated video. Okay, outro time. Okay, let me come over here. GG. Yeah. Okay. Outro time. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, wait a second. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, if you enjoy the video, okay. If you enjoy the video, like and subscribe. Okay. I know what to say now. Okay. Again. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe and tell me which one is your favorite deadliest monster in under the sea. Heck yeah. Okay. There you go. Yahoo! It's been fun. After he introduced so many of them, I can only remember Mosasaurus and Megalodon. Ayo Agnes, ayo. Yeah, these are the most familiar one to me. Yeah. Okay. Mosasaurus. Yeah, I still think Mosasaurus is the king for me too. I really like it. When I saw it in Jurassic World, it amazed me. It's like it's actually my first time seeing Mosasaurus in Jurassic World. I've never seen any like dinosaurs like that. So I was so amazed, and I remember it all the time, and I also glad that they will bring it back in the other Jurassic World. Yeah, I love them. Are you reading someone else? Let me see, what time is it? I'm feeling kind of hungry. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of hungry. I think this will be the good time to end the stream too, actually. I'm feeling a little hungry and a little tired too. If it makes you feel any better, their descendants are on the land with us now. Who are they? A second. Let me check. Let me check. Oh yeah, they are lizard. I do like lizard. Lizards are so cute. I mean, if only I don't have cans. Now I have some money. I would actually get a lizard. Like, the cute one. Gecko? It's always a gecko, right? Gecko, just so cute. And do you really want to say Monster somehow survived for years in the enclosed without food? Yeah, that's like a mystery. That's like a mystery in the movie for some reason. But yeah, yeah, I think it's a good place to end. Let me come over here. The actual just chatting scene. And yeah. Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with me even after the game has done and we watch a very educated video. I would like to watch more in the future. Yeah, we still have some video. Oh yeah, some edit more. Okay. But yeah, actually I will pick which one is better to watch and not just watch all of them. Actually, there are just too many of them. Yeah, it was like some interesting video. John Faven is back. we need to create Jane Faven in the future soon. Yeah, we gotta do that. Also, go check out the new video that's just uploaded to the second channel. The link is pinned on the chat. On top of the chat for Twitch, below the chat for YouTube. Go check it out. It's one of the video that is from the horror video watch along. If you happen to miss that stream, now you can watch that edited video to catch up what happened in that stream. Heck yeah. Wootat work very hard on it. Go check it out. Let's go. No. Okay. Let me see. Who should I rate on? Yeah, for you though. If only I know that I only need 1 more hour to finish the game. Today, I would have planned for more reaction videos instead of like half like this. Yeah, I'll just get ready and just chill and watch video. Let's see, who should we rate now? So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys next week. Wait for the Silent Hill marathon schedule that's gonna come out maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Silent Hill marathon, heck yeah, I can't wait. We're gonna it's going to be a long consecutive streams for I don't know how long it's going to be, maybe like more than a week or something. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break and get ready with it. Take a long break and get ready with it so we can vibe and game and cuddle together. I know that it's a horror game, so we gotta cuddle together. Let's rate Plum. Yeah, Plum is playing Pokemon Champions on YouTube and then Twitch. Let me check. Oh yeah, Densha Attack tomorrow. I keep thinking about Silent Hill only. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing Densha Attack, and yeah, it's a new game that just came out a few days ago. Let's go check out what kind of game is that. It's a very cute train game. So far, I have no idea what kind of game is that. So yeah, we're gonna find out tomorrow. And yes, it's a sponsor stream. The game dev sent me the game for me to try it out. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to play. Let me see. Let's see who is streaming right now. Oh, you can go to Jinx on Twitch. I haven't seen Jinx for a while. I think she was busy. It's nice that she's back to streaming now. Yeah, we can go to Jinx on Twitch and then Plum on YouTube. Okay. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great rest of the stream. Enjoy a great rest of the stream. Great rest of the day. Enjoy the day. Bye bye guys. Bye bye.